Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to episode number 26 of our live San Francisco Starfleet NHL 24, let's say MLB, NHL 24 franchise mode series here in the 2031 postseason. Coming off of our best season yet. Welcome aboard, Mighty Joe, of 57, 20, and 5. We're headed into the postseason, ready to brawl, as you can see by the thumbnail of Captain Kirk and Gorn. So if you're joining us after we've already gone live, you can hop ahead to the 5-minute mark. That's when we'll get started. But if you're joining us live, we'll just start welcoming everybody in for tonight's stream. I'm excited to get back to a little bit of anything, really, after the Macklin Celebrini sim kind of drained me a little bit there. Gen Z, welcome to the stream, buddy. So it's nice to get back to doing a franchise mode series. No phasers, crew, batleths only. That's what I like to hear. Well, the thumbnail I'm about to post right now is going to be Kirk and Gorn. Can't join today, but I have a good stream. Thank you, Gavin. Appreciate you. We need those, every little piece of good luck we can get. Dexter, welcome. Palm, welcome. As we are ready for San Francisco Starfleet action in the 2031 postseason, coming off of our best regular season yet, our third consecutive 50-plus win season. Yet it's been 3 years since we made it to the Stanley Cup Final. 48 wins, 44 wins, 48 wins, Stanley Cup Finals. 50-plus, haven't made it since. Yeah, don't worry about that, Dexter. If you leave a comment telling me that in the Brooklyn series, I don't got much to tell you. I got to go back 5 years ago and talk to my younger self. I don't know what to tell myself. Definitely, there was some fleecing going on in those deals back in NHL 19. The realism aspect wasn't quite there as much when it was just me and my buddies. I think I've always tried to hold to it, at least loosely, but now it's much more. Yeah, the NHL 18 series with the Canadiens was... The Senators wouldn't stop. That's true. So we're facing the Senators here, one of our major enemies in our NHL 18 series way back when. So thanks for joining us here, everybody. We're going to get started in about, like 3 or 4 minutes from now for the 2031 postseason, coming off of our best regular season yet with a 57-win campaign. It's been the final year, you would think, for a couple players like Artemi Panarin. I doubt Lindholm retires after this year, but that's always a possibility. We picked up big top 50 Bo Horvat in the last one, too. Gavin Osgood, did he ever get accepted in the Data 792 Hall of Fame? No, he is still a nominee. If more people had just knew about the NHL 18 series, Gavin Osgood would be in the Hall of Fame if more people knew the NHL 18 series. But I think he'll get there someday, but he's still just a nominee at this point. Gavin Osgood, what a legend. From a little toss-in. I think it was with Vegas? It was a little toss-in. No, it wasn't with Vegas. It was a little toss-in trade with some team and became one of the greatest goalies in any of my franchise modes ever. He was like a medium starter goalie, just a toss-in. Yeah, he's easily one of the best. I think he was an 83 when I got him with medium starter potential, and he grew to an 89, if I remember correctly. Gavin Osgood. Cole Perfetti was great as well in our Honolulu Huskies franchise. We have him, that was an NHL 20, and now here we have him back in NHL 24. Cole Perfetti centering the top line here in San Francisco. Funny, both times, we've only done 2 expansions, and Cole Perfetti was a part of both of them. There we go. So if you're joining us, maybe you're potentially joining us after just recently subscribing after the Macklin Celebrini career simulation. If you are, we are deep. Welcome, Jeremy. We are deep 26 episodes into a franchise mode series here with an expansion franchise, the San Francisco Starfleet. You don't need to know too much aside from the fact that we have a rule set for ourselves that we can only have one nationality per line. So you can't have 2 Canadians, 2 Americans on any forward line or deep pairing. I think we said goalie tandem as well. I don't think we've ever really run into that problem too much. So that's the main rule confining us in this franchise mode series, which has led us to bring different nationalities. Like we have the Slovakian Shredder here. We have the Latvian, I don't know what we can call him even, Vyacheslav Emelin, the Latvian something. No, Christopher! Oh, here he comes! The creative teams were Brooklyn Bells, Honolulu Huskies, and now San Francisco Starfleet. Exactly. I'm not going to be able to even start the episode. I got to dot my I's and cross my T's, share the link, blah, blah, blah. And Christopher won't even let me do it. He's just going to break me down with the emails. There we go. Tweet to send out. The king has arrived. All rise for the king. Everybody on your feet. All rise. The king has entered the chat. Welcome, King Turby. Let's get that. Okay, tweet is out. Good. Has arrived. We have only We never had a goalie tandem of the same nationality. However, we've always had only one Finn since year 3. Gotcha. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Montreal Boston game 1. What are you saying for that? What are you saying exactly, Mark? Welcome, Your Highness. Doggy, welcome aboard. I think I did everything I have to do. Thumbnails there. Good. Okay, I think I can get started. Yeah, we just passed the 5-minute mark too, about 10 seconds ago. Okay, so we'll get started from here. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to our San Francisco Starfleet live franchise mode series here on NHL 24. As I said before, if you're just joining us halfway through the series, you're just joining us now, no problem. Let me catch you up. In this franchise mode series, we did the expansion draft, obviously. We have 2 players still here in year number 8 from the expansion draft. Our captain, Elias Lindholm, and Alex Romanov. Those are our last 2 remaining players. The rest have been drafted or traded for, mostly drafted. I think most of our stars have been drafted. McIntyre, Rubrik, Valachevic, however we want to say his name, Emelin, Busenius, no, he's a prospect. Hudson, Erickson, Ramirez. We've built mostly through the draft. Definitely some big trades and a few free agent signings along the way, and even our starting goaltender, Juha Mikkola. We've built through the draft mostly. This is year number 8 of our franchise. Through our 8 seasons, we've made the playoffs every year. We've been a good team. Year number 1, we lose in round number 1. Year number 2, round number 2. Then years number 3, 4, and 5, we make 3 consecutive Stanley Cup finals, winning in year number 2. And Dexter starting off with the 10 for the cup, says Dexter. Starting off with a $10 donation, get things going. Dexter, that'll give you 2 entries into the created player pool for the next one. Let me get this here. And then Chris comes in. Oh, my goodness. The King drops another one for the cup as well. I won't always... very generous again, as always, for the King. King asked me once not to say it. I can continue doing that, or I can feel free to say that. It's going to be up to the King. But King with another very generous donation as well. Dexter, that gives you 2 more entries into our raffle for a created player. And King, I'm just going to add that to the running tally of you get a whole team of players at this point. Thank you, my friend. It goes a long way. I appreciate it. And hopefully that's the good luck we needed to get our way to the Stanley Cup. Thank you, buddy. So Stanley Cup finals in years 3, 4, and 5, including a Stanley Cup victory in year number 4. That was in the second one. That was just for that big one. Gotcha. Okay. The King gets whatever the King wants. All right, so okay, perfect. All right, King. So King drops a big, when converted to Canadian, a big 252. Thank you, sir. Thank you very kindly. That goes a very long way. That pays a couple of NHL games right there. I'm going to have to tally all of this at one point and see what kind of major purchase could I make. Aside from that laptop that I've been keeping an eye on, I'm looking for the right sale. I'm still looking for that right laptop. The funds are there. Just the right. I want to make sure it's the right purchase. Yeah, we're going to get the pronunciation of this prospect right here. We're going to get that soon. Okay, so sorry. It was years 3, 4, and 5 make the Stanley Cup final. Year 6, we lose in round number 1 after having our franchise record 55 wins. The next year, as in last season, year number 7, 53 wins, and we go all the way to the semifinal into round number 3. We got swept out by the Winnipeg Jets, but now this year, career year, 57, 20, and 5. New record. We had a 29.5% power play, our best yet. 82.6% on the penalty kill, which wasn't great. But then now here we are in the Stanley Cup postseason, facing the Ottawa Senators. We've had trouble against wildcard teams before, so hopefully it won't be the bigger they are, the bigger they are, the mightier they fall. Once again, sorry, I should never try to read and speak. And then, okay, at the same time, Dice came in for the cup as well. Dice dropping the 20 for the cup. So that's going to be Dice. That's 4, then multiplied by 2 for being a PayPal donation. That brings Dice to... I think that's your first one for these. Actually, yes. So that brings Dice to 8 entries. Just a reminder, donations here on the channel will get you entries into a raffle for a created player in an NHL franchise mode or a renamed player in an MLB franchise mode. Donations on YouTube, 5 and under, well, like 4 and under are 1 entry, 5 and up are 2 entries, 10 and up are 4 entries, 20 and up usually goes to, I think 5 entries, but if it's, I have a whole system breakdown, don't worry about it. After the stream, I always tally all the numbers. But if you do it through the PayPal link found in the description, that doubles your number of entries. All right, so all that being said, here we are for year number 8 postseason. We have Artemi Panarin, probably his final season with us, you would think. Or you can donate $500 to be data for a day. We're going to do that stream soon, Chris. Panarin in his final year here, he signed on with us originally for a 2-year deal. But in that 2-year deal, and after 2028, he won the Conn Smythe in... When was it 2028? Could it be? Let me see my records. No, it was, 2027, of course. So 35 points. We're gonna do a stream together, and he'll be impersonating me. That's what we're gonna do, Landon. So sorry, in his first year with us, he scored 35 points in the postseason. He won the Conn Smythe. In his second year with us, 24 points in 21 games, as we had gone to the Stanley Cup Final again. Now, we said, let's keep him around for a little bit longer. He's been doing so well. After having year 1, year 2 Stanley Cup Finals, 101 points the year after that, we said, woo, it's a good thing we kept him around. 60 points in 82 games last season, as we said, okay, we have him now in a reduced third-line role. But he did so well, we said, maybe we should give him that ice time, and bang, back up to 90 points. So Panarin has been a huge part of our franchise, now playing 5 full seasons with us. And we're going to be keeping him on the top line here for the postseason because he loves the postseason. He thrives in the postseason, so we'll keep him there for as long as he continues to perform. So with him is Cole Perfetti and Avery McIntyre on the first line, Ryan Rubrick, the captain Elias Lindholm, and I'm going to read through some pronunciations in a moment. We went in the comments. I'm going to read through them later. And this prospect, this Slovakian prospect, on the second line. In his rookie season, he scored 41 goals and 66 points, so an incredible year from him. On the third line, Otto Stenberg with big top 50 Bo Horvat, who we acquired at the trade deadline. Since coming here, 8 points in 19 games, -1, but obviously a reduced role from his 18-12 that he was getting in New York. Now 13-36 of ice time, so understandable that the points will go down, but still points every other game pretty much from big top 50 Bo. Big part of the penalty kill, which we needed to improve as well. He's playing with Stenberg, and of course, Vyacheslav Emelin, who was a huge surprise last year in the postseason. Sorry, in the AHL last year, 80 points in 82 games. We said, okay, let's bring him up, play him on the fourth line, whatever. This guy forced his way onto the third line, scoring 22 goals and 50 points, while averaging, get this, just 11 minutes of ice time per night, a 50-point season from Vyacheslav Emelin. So I'm looking forward to what he brings for the rest of this series. We have him playing on the third line. In the slow sim, he was incredible, so maybe he has a little Vasily Podkolzin magic going on. And sorry, I missed Hobbs' comment here. How's the recovery from the all-nighter? Thankfully, it was not an all-nighter. I got a couple hours to sleep in. Not like the Bedard sim, where it was a complete all-nighter. But yeah, I came home, I crashed. I take like 3 naps a year. I took a huge nap when I came home, and then I went to bed early last night. I wouldn't mind early bedtime tonight as well, but it's the postseason. We'll go to bed when we go to bed. On the fourth line, now get this. Watch this carefully. I'm definitely not trying to cheese the system and put Fiala on the fourth line. The only reason he's on the fourth line is because the top 9 has forced it to be so. Emelin has forced his way up. Valachevic has forced his way up, etc., etc. Kevin Fiala likely could play here with Otto Stenberg moving down in the postseason, but for the regular season, because he's going down in overall, because he's getting older, regressing, we said, okay, we can afford... Maybe it's not the right way to put it, but the rationale was keep him on the first unit power play, keep him on the penalty kill, keep giving him the right ice time. He's still playing, averaging 17:47 per night. Keep him... Sorry, no, that wasn't this season. He's still averaging 15:26 per night. Yes, he's not like he's a full fourth liner getting 6 minutes a night, 8 minutes a night. He's still getting good ice time. Let's put him here for now, knowing that Horvat is out, knowing that Panarin is likely out, knowing that other changes could come and he'll be back in our top 6 next season. It's just for the time being because Emelin was too good. So that's going to be what happens right now on the fourth line. And then, oh, hold on, Mr. T dropping in as well with the 26-24. Thanks for the all-nighter. Hey, thank you, Mr. T. I appreciate that. Very nice. I put a lot of hours into the Celebrini sim. Not a complete all-nighter, but it was, what, like maybe 11 hours of work? Maybe I'd say, yeah, not a complete, but it was almost that. Thank you, Mr. T. It's very kind of you to say. That's going to go ahead and add, because through PayPal, let's call it 5, so times 2 would be 10. I'll give you 10 more entries into the raffle. Thank you, sir. That's going to be 10 more entries for you. Appreciate that. Thanks for showing the love. It was a lot of time, but it was worth it to get it out. It was an exciting one. So Fiala's playing on the fourth line with Jason Busenyas. In his rookie season with us, not the greatest numbers, but his ice time was limited. Give my recent entire entry to a new subscriber. Oh, how about that? So Mr. T donating 10 entries to a new subscriber. Any new subscriber out there, please make yourself known in the chat right now. First one to do it gets it. I will give you 10 entries for a created player. If you're a new subscriber, let's say in the last maybe month or so, I'll know because it can show me your age, I think, if you leave a comment. But 26 points from Jason Busenius as he averaged 10:41 of ice time. Not everyone can be Emelin. Busenius did well for a fourth liner. Yes, that is exactly it. That is exactly it. For a fourth liner, 79 overall, two-way forward. He did his job. Mila. And on the right is Marcus Breland, another Latvian here in the lineup. That's the biggest issue. We couldn't have Fiala up, bring Fiala up and Emelin down because Breland was here too. It's going to have to be Stenberg coming to fourth line center for the postseason probably. But again, Stenberg is likely a top 6 forward next year as well. He's been a great trooper. He produces very well, etc., etc. On defense, Cole Hudson with Moritz Seider. Second pair, Ludwig Eriksson, quietly, such a steady force in just his sophomore season. 26 points plus 18. I'm new, doggy. First new subscriber to leave me a comment here in the chat will get those 10 entries for a created player. New as in the last month or so, let's say. So 26 points from Ludwig Eriksson, the defensive defenseman, so solid. If you look at the other numbers as well, averaging close to 20 minutes per night, 113 hits, 98 blocks. You love to see it. He's playing second pair with Jalen Ramirez, who's been a trooper as well, drafted in 2024. And on the third pair, it's Axel Sandin Palika playing with one of our veterans, Alexander Romanov. Between the pipes, we have Juha Mikkola, 89 overall. He may have had himself a Vezina season this year. 918 save percentage, 2.48 goals against average. He was great. Missed a little bit of time due to injury. 38, 14, and 3 was his record. 57 games played or appeared in because of some injury woes, just a little bit. Russell Brindamore had to play a little bit here. Thank you, Mr. T. Gen Z says, Emlyn reminds me of Mason Martman on the Panthers a few years ago. Great production on little ice time. Well said. That's a good one. That's a good comparison. Russell Brindamore appeared in 31 games, going 19, 8, and 2 with 3 shutouts, so we can have some trust in him as the backup, thankfully, going into the postseason here. 918 save percentage for him, 2.56 goals against, so Russell Brindamore is doing well. For our scratches, we have Afanaseyev as 13th forward, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen as third goalie. We got him when there was the Mikkola injury. He was good, only 4 appearances, but 3 wins, so UPL is a good option if need be. And 7th D is Stanislav Svozil. Down in the AHL, always options we can call up if need be, but just a few names out there if you're curious. So, moving into the postseason, we're facing the Ottawa Senators. Our lines will stay as they have been. I gotta say, I'm a little bit concerned about Ryan Rubrick, a little bit more. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell everyone. Thank you, King Turby. The King has declared it, so it must be so. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. Ryan Rubrick, what really scared me about the Celebrini sim was Ryan Rubrick doing so poorly in San Jose for the time that he was there. Only a few seasons, spoiler alert. But Ryan Rubrick, he's been okay with us. Back-to-back 60-plus point seasons are not bad, but we drafted him to be like a top-line sniper, 40-goal guy at best-case scenario someday, hopefully. The 2.5-star puck skills and the wonky defensive, he has 95 defensive awareness. It's the 99 offensive awareness, which is boosting his overall to where it probably shouldn't be. 3-star physical, 2.5-star puck skills. I honestly don't know if Ryan Rubrick has a long-term future with us. And if we were to have some sort of crazy first-round exit, he would be a guy that I look at moving. Anyways, don't need to force that now. I'm just throwing it out there. So Rubrick's playing here, and we're moving into round number 1. So looking into the comments from the last one from the assistant general managers, pulling that one up right now from last week for episode 25. Love that thumbnail, Captain Kirk and Gorn for test flight, yes. As we were testing Rubrick out in that spot and testing Galachevich out in that spot. RJ, yeah, love the thumbnail. Welcome aboard, buddy. So let's see. Cheating heel in the last one. What a season. Just have to love how this team performs. Unfortunately, we're slated to lose some key figures in the offseason as we most likely do not have the money to bring everyone back. So, let's leave everything on the ice and hope we can get a cup before some of our players need to move on. Go Fleet. Thank you, Cheating Heel. That is pretty well said because when we look at the expiring players... Sorry, I just got to mark this down. Mr. T, 10 entries to a new subscriber, to new sub. We'll have to, either it's going to be a comment here in the live stream or someone on the video itself will comment. When we look at the expiring contracts here, We look at the money that we have to play with. It's a lot at 33.6, but we have a lot of players we got to sign. Hudson, Lindholm, Ramirez are locks for sure. Could Bo come back? Romanov, Pelika, a few other names there as well. Breland. Next person to join the Discord, maybe. For goaltenders, Russell Brindamore is going to want to stick around, maybe. I don't know. It's going to be tough. We have a few good goalies here that could play backup. Even Immonen in the AHL, Topi Immonen had a crazy season, going 48-9-2. He's going to want to push for the NHL. After 4 seasons in the AHL, he has to be looking in the NHL this next year. 925 save percentage, 2.01 goals against. That's crazy. So Topi Immonen's probably our backup next year. But Russell Brindamore has been so good. That's a few questions right there as well. Just a cap casualty. Oh, round 2. Whoa! Round 2 from the King. All rise again! I second the dono gifts for new people. Thank you. The King leaving a 126er. Oh my goodness, that's a guaranteed player. That's well, maybe not for somebody new if we want to make it still a raffle component, but if we, let's call it I don't know, 30 entries. Let's call it times 30 to someone new. Times 30 new sub. Oh, here we go. My fiance knows when I start to watch your videos every time because of the intro sound with the skates cutting into the ice. Mr. Connoisseur, if you want the player entries, it's yours. Thank you kindly, Your Highness. Thank you for that. That's great. I found that sound when I first started making videos. It's in iMovie. I wanted to look for a hockey sound, and the skates just worked well. And I said, hey, I'm going to stick with it. It's become just a lock for the videos. That's hilarious, Mr. Connoisseur. That's awesome. If you want the player entries, they're yours. It would be best if you join the Discord server. Link in the description so I can contact you if it happens. But your entries would be in there. And then if you don't claim them, you don't claim them. But I'm going to write it down right now for the Connoisseur. I can't say your name, I don't think. I want to be careful not to have any filters hit me here. She even hits me with a "What's up, everyone?" data here. Oh, that's amazing! Wow. It used to be a "What's." I've changed it mostly to "How's it going, everyone?" Or yeah, usually it's a "How's it going, everyone?" data here, and welcome back. It's just muscle memory at this point. All right, let me add Connoisseur. We're gonna give you those 30 entries from the King that he just donated, and the times 10 from Mr. T will come to a new sub who comments, I'm a new sub or something, then I can see their age when they comment on the video. That intro dragged me from X-Tech. Well, there you go. There you go. One of these days I'll get something more professional probably, but I don't know. I feel like it's like, as Hoppy said, it's iconic. So sorry for the quick derailment there. Thank you for the generosity once again, and hopefully it's going to carry us into the postseason. Leafs King, you know what? Leafs King is a new sub. Leafs King, 10 entries for you into the created player raffle if you'd like them. If you want them, they're yours. Mr. T has donated 10 entries. I'm eating a sub if that counts. There you go. Maybe half of tonight's donos I started this. Yes, you do. You do, Dexter. We'll talk. You did. I mean, you did start it. Okay. If it ever changes, I have to watch the reaction on her face. I'll make sure to crowdsource it first. So, heading into round number 1. Sorry for the long intro, but the live streams are always a little different if you're watching back. The Ottawa Senators are a wildcard team. They won the wildcard series, the 3-game series. Not sure who they beat. But in their lineup, we see possibly future Tijagila, who's going to be coming to the Ottawa Senators in the real world with the 9th overall pick. You never know. Skate sound, slapshot sound, goal horn, and a Wakabayashi. That could be a good intro as well. There's a lot of options. So Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, and Tijagila is the top line here in Ottawa. Possibly a top line of the future even. Batherson, Norris, and Zadina on the second. Before I ever click on the link. Hey, it's just ready to go. It's just ready to go. Oh, sorry, Tidge is at 7. The Flames draft at 9. Sorry. That's it. Then Engvall, Robertson, and Mikheyev on the 3rd. Geeky, Kempe, and Guryanov on the 4th. It's a solid lineup. Defensively, they have Shabbat and Thompson on the top pair. Middleton and Sanderson. Mr. T saying, Data, Hobbs, Pat, and all the assistant GMs taught me hockey, and the only YouTuber to respond to all comments. True, I always do that. This is why I support Mr. T. Thank you for those kind words. I make sure to make that a point. And Doggy drops the $5.99. Give this to Landon. Look at that love. Look at the love between these two people. Landon gets himself 2 entries for a donation from Doggy at the $4.99. Isn't that love? Look at the community we've built here, everyone. Look at this community, the kindness in here. All right, Leafs King, those 10 entries will go to you. You are a new sub. I know that you are because I see it when you leave a comment. So Leafs King times 10 entries for you into the created player raffle. Make sure you're if you're in the raffle, if you've made a donation, the best way to know if you've won is to be in the Discord server so I can contact you when the time comes. Third pair, Mikola with Zaboral. Goaltending, it is Spencer Knight, former Starfleet officer Spencer Knight. I forgot about that. It's been a long time. He's been with Ottawa for a while now. I'm kind of scared by this lineup. I gotta say. Joel Hofer backing up. Jones, Hayek, and Tomas Hertl on the healthy scratches here. I gotta say I'm a little afraid of this lineup. Brady Tkachuk this season, 67 points. Okay, only 67 points, but 3 points in 3 games in that wildcard round. Tim Stützle only 1 assist in the wildcard round, but a point per game season. And Iginla only 2 points, 2 points in 3 games and a 79-point season. Zadina 3 points in 3 games. Norris 4 points in 3 games. Batherson 3 points in 3 games. Third line, fourth line. Yeah, there's some good overall. This is a deep lineup overall wise. Shabbat 2 assists, -2, eating big minutes though. Jake Sanderson there. I forgot that Jake Sanderson has a picture now. That's great. In 16 minutes. All right, Leafs coming back in 16 minutes exactly. Beautiful. And Spencer Knight, his numbers weren't pretty in the wildcard round. Just 1 win and 1 appearance, 833 save percentage, 4.0 goals against average. We got to find a way to break through Spencer Knight. We can't have this episode end on Spencer Knight defeating us. We cannot do that. A data franchise greatest moments would go... Yeah, I think it would. There's a top 10 of 2BC moments somewhere out there. I promise you right now, Mr. Connoisseur, I promise you right now, that video will come out someday. It's going to take some research and some crowdsourcing, but I want to, and I cannot wait to do that video. It'll happen. So this is a good Senators team. One that finished, how much? They finished 3-4-3 in their last 10 games. Barely squeaked in with 41, 30, and 11 as their record. Cameron Shaw says, knew about a month sub, but finally caught up with this series for live, and you've been a massive help in my understanding of NHL franchise. Hey, look at that, Cameron. Thank you very much. Cameron's going to come in here. I'm going to write Cameron's name down. The next person who donates with any sort of... what's the word I'm looking for? Donated entries. And the next person who donates and says, give my entries or some of my entries to someone or whoever, they're going to Cameron. So Cameron, thank you. I just wrote your name down right there into my records. And then Mighty Joe Maple with the 20 as well. All systems go. It's the road to the cup. Let's go, Starfleet. McIntyre for captain. Mighty Joe. So I could do that, Doggy. But I'm going to wait till the end of the night. If someone else gives something and says part of it go to Cameron, then we'll do that. But thank you, Doggy, for your willingness. So Mighty Joe, that's 20. That's 8 more entries. That brings you to 23. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Adding that to the list. Always need as much luck as possible, as many good vibes as possible when we're going into an postseason episode here. So again, working on catching up with the Canucks. Perfect, Cameron. I had a bit of... Okay, Mighty Joe says all to Cam. So 8 entries into the created player contest going to Cameron. Cameron, if you're not on the Discord server already, you don't have to join it, but the best way for me to contact you if you do win or when the raffle happens would be that. Link in the description if you would like to join. No pressure. So the Senators were the 17 seed, and now here they are facing us. It's going to be scary. It's going to be a little scary. So I paused the Canucks series for a little, just about a week to get the Celebrini sim out, the playoff simulations and discussions, all that. But the Vancouver series will continue. Today's Thursday, hoping like max by Monday the next episode will be out. Just got to catch up a little bit on the rest that I need from the Macklin Celebrini sim. So there we go. It's, we're like 25 minutes in. Sorry for the big but the big recap and all that to start. We always got to go through all the comments, and then everyone's coming in with the generosity, the love, the community. We got to make sure we give time to that as well. I don't think there were any comments in the last one for suggestions in the episode. Oh, it's just about how to pronounce them. Yes. So we got a bunch of comments in the Discord server about how to pronounce this prospect's name. Let's go back to him again. This is very hard. You would think It's Michael or Mihal, whatever, Valasevich or Valachevich. We've been saying that. The itch at the end seems to be, that seems to be clear in my mind. But then Stephen Y in the Discord server says, I'm from Slovakia, and this is hilarious. Valachevich actually would not be Slovakian, but more Croatian or Serbian. They finish with the itch. Yeah, Slim and his rants. Never seen them yet, but do hear they get grounded. You're exactly right, Cameron. So Steven says, of course, there is a community of Croatians/Serbs in Slovakia, so these names are not uncommon. For example, you might remember Branko Radivojevic, right? It was also funny when NHL 24, all the generated names that they do sometimes. These names can be found in Lithuania or Latvia, but not quite in Slovakia. Then Three Toad says, if it were Croatian, it would probably be Valachevich, where the C in the middle is a hard ch. And the C at the end is a soft sh. Ch versus sh. Like a s. More, I don't know. Without the diacritics, C's are pronounced like ts. So Valachevitz. So we'll go with that, I think. And if anyone wants to correct me, then correct me. Valachevitz. We'll try that. And if any real Slovaks or anyone who has more experience wants to come in and give me some pointers, I will take them. And Mr. T with another. Donate part of my entries to Pat and Hobbsy and the rest to a new sub with the 981s. That's 10. That's 2 times. That's 4 entries right there. I'm back a bit, had some lag, but do we need more? No, we're good, Your Highness. If you want to continue, it's hard for me to say no, but you've really given enough for tonight. So we're donating. We've been spreading some donations around. So that's 4 entries from Mr. T. We're gonna go Pat times 1, Hobbsy times 1, bringing his total to 2, and then new sub. And actually, I'll give 2 to Pat since Hobbsy already had 1. So Hobbsy will have 2 in total. 1 plus 1, 2. Pat will get 2. And Cameron being the new sub, unless someone else comes around, we'll get another one to bring his entries to 9. Hey, we're really spreading the love over here. Oh, sorry, Doggy. You said, give me some pointers because I got 2 weeks left of school and then college. Oof. What are the pointers? Talking about finishing high school or for going into college? So, we're finally ready to start, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 1, Round 1 of the 2031 postseason, hosting the Ottawa Senators here in San Francisco after our winningest season yet. The last time we won the President's Trophy and went in as favorites, facing the wild card, we lost in Round 1 in 6 games to the Blues. So here we are now, a couple years later, for another wild card matchup with the Senators, hosting them at Enterprise Arena in San Francisco. Let's do it. Hobbsy, Mr. T donated an entry to you. There you go. 1 to you, a couple to Pat, and 1 to Cameron or / any other new sub who comes around. Let's do it. First period of Game 1 of Round 1, and it's 1-0 Senators after 20. Middleton with a shorthanded goal of all players, of all methods. Shorthanded goal from Middleton to start things off. Senators up by 1 after 20. Second period now, 2-0 Brady Tkachuk. 24 shots, 24 saves from Spencer Knight. The best power play in the NHL is out right now. We are almost 30% in our efficiency. Let's do it. Third period action. Power play to start it off. Killed off by the Senators. Down by 2. Power play sends now. And it's Vyacheslav Emelin scoring his first career postseason goal to get us back within 1. Power play now. San Francisco killed off. Senators still up by 1 with 2 to go. Elias Lindholm, the captain, ties it. Sorry, with 5 to go now. 2-2 game into the final 5 minutes. 37-26 the shots in our favor. Final minute. We're off to overtime. Woo! Huge rally in the third period. Shots end 38-27. Emelin and the Latvian, I don't know what to call him. We have the Latvian Leviathan in Boris Kalinin, Data 782 Hall of Famer. The Latvian locomotive is Zemgus Girgensons. What's Emelin going to be? The Latvian something. We had said it last episode, didn't we? And Elias Lindholm, the captain, ties it. We're off to overtime in Game 1. There we go. Overtime here in San Francisco. Just gotta say, I love the love. I love the love. Terry loves love. Data loves love. I love the love of the donations of the entries to everybody. With the spring spread out. Love to see it. Overtime here in San Francisco. Next player to score puts his team up 1-0. What are you doing, Cole Hudson? Back pass at our own blue line. In front, Stutzla. Ooh, from the point. Blocker save, Mikula, thank goodness. Here's Kachuk, in front, broken up. It's Sider up to McIntyre now. The Professor over to Artemi Panarin with spaces. Perfetti picking it up. Sorry, that's Hudson, my apologies. Around the bend to McIntyre. Picks it back up to the point. Hudson down low. Panarin, backhand blocker save. By the next franchise, anyway. Not a one-timer, but in the slot. In front again, just one. We got full pressure. Give me a second here, Cameron. Panarin, Sider. In front, Hudson, back pass. Perfetti. On net, boys. Come on, Sider. Hold on. Thank you. As in my brain, I thought I gotta fix the sliders. Dice comments sliders. Thank you for that. Cameron said, next franchise, anyway, you can use Jonathan Berggren, huge Wings fan. Sure, go ahead. Leave me a... I gotta find a way to... Either say it in the Discord server and I'll pin it, or just say it again in a comment, and we can definitely look into that. I'll pin the player, or whatever it would be. Doggy, we'll talk more about... any tips I can give you in the Discord. So it's not the best moment in overtime here, but we'll get on that. Dan, welcome to the stream, my friend. Let's get the shooting sliders up. Maybe the shot that I paused on is going in anyways. The Latvian laser, that could be a good one, JP. Because he scores at a ridiculous pace. So we could do that. Alright, shooting sliders are up. The Latvian laser beam. You could say that, maybe. Okay, back to it. You're hopping into Game 1 overtime against a very good Senators squad on paper. Perfetti. Shabbat. Okay, that's broken out. Yeah, it's probably the best channel for it there. Mighty Joe. Perfect. I'm sorry, what do I think about Spesh, you said? Spesh, he's a great player, just so injury prone, unfortunately. Alright, get the second line out. Here we go. I have him in most of my leagues this year, and it was tough holding on to him. Panarin, back pass to Lindholm, scores! The captain! The game-tying and the game-winning goal! Elias Lindholm wins it in overtime! Of course, on a pass from who else but the bread man, Artemi Panarin. Woo! What a huge comeback from down 2-0 to winning 3-2 in overtime. Would you still take him second overall in that draft? I'd have to look at it again, but I think so. Bingo, bango, bongo, bang. Let's do it. The captain makes it so. And Chris, perfect timing as Chris drops another with the conversion. Another 126.08. Don't know for anyone or for a created team franchise mode vote. That works too, Christopher. That works as well. Celebrate going through. Love it. So King Turby says this dono's for anyone who's new for a created or for a created team franchise mode vote. Clarify that for me, Turby, just so I know exactly what you're saying. You're saying you want to be able to say which team goes on the poll. So shots end 41-28, and thankfully we win that one in overtime. Svesh over Brady. That's true. Svesh over Brady. That's a tough one because at their best, I might still lean Svesh. But taking injuries into consideration, I might go Brady. That's a good point. I'd have to have the draft class in front of me. Hard to make big sweeping statements like that. So down 2-0, we come back with a big 3-2 victory. You love to see that. The captain scores the game tying and the game winning goal, and we're up 1-0 in this series. We had a little bit of a scare there. We didn't score in the first or second period, so we got to make sure that we wake up a little bit here in game number 2. Everything. Yeah. Let me just pause here quickly. Chris, either donate them to new people, or when we move on to the next franchise, a vote for a created team. Oh, as that being one of the votes. Got it. Well, it's up to you. It's up to you. Latvian Lion... Oh, that's a good one, Gen Z. Are the players in draft for first couple of years the same each franchise? I noticed a few players... Yes. Anyone who's a real player is there. I've never seen the same generated player. It's impossible, actually. It could be a coincidence that this is the same name, but the height, the weight, the player type, it'll always be different. The odds are very slim. So, yes, any generated prospect will not be there. Any created prospect will be there if you create one. But any generated prospect would not be there again. And any real prospect, yes, will carry over. Usually they have a picture, but if they don't, they could still be real. Usually any player on one of the Canadian junior leagues or like the extra league and stuff like that, usually those are real in the first year or two. Anyways, here we go. Back to game number 2 of round number 1. First period, and we score 2. After not scoring in the first 2 periods last game, we get 2 in the first period this game. Valachevitz scores his first career postseason goal, 41 on the season. The Slovakian shredder opens it up. And then Vyacheslav Emelin, his second goal in as many games on the power play. We're up 2-0. Second period now, 4-1, 2 more goals. Robertson scores one to cut the lead, but then Valachevitz makes it 3-1 with his second, and Ryan Rubrick, he hears people talking about him, and he gets a goal here in the second game of the postseason. We're up 4-1 after 40. Third period, power play Starfleet is killed off. Shots are pretty even. Power play Starfleet again now, killed off once more. We have a couple power play goals tonight, correct? Prince Valiant on hat-trick watch. Yes, that is exactly the case. Final 5 minutes to go here. 3 minutes left in this one with a 3-goal lead. That'll be enough to call it. 4-1 the final shots and 38-28, and Juha Mikkola shuts it down. Second star honors for him, but Valachevitz in his second career postseason game gets to be the first star with 2 goals and an assist, and Emelin a goal and an assist for third star honors. Latvian legend, maybe the Latvian lion, laser beam, whatever at the start, and Latvian legend may come at one point, but he's quickly writing himself into the history books. So we win both games at home. That's really big. Winning those first 2 is a big step we wanted to take. When are we doing Diamond Dynasty, you dork, says Slim. It's going to come soon. While we're doing the Tuesday, Thursday schedule, it's going to be tough, but it's going to come. Just a quiet 964 save percentage. Why not? Okay, let me go back to here. It's there. Did I miss something? Yes, King Turby, up to you, man. I'm here for the show. So I'm just going to write that out. We'll decide another time, but I'm going to write it down. Let me just make sure I have it in my records. I might, doggy. 120, make sure. 126. Donated to new sub or created team in franchise mode poll. Done. Whew. Okay. Now, Game 3 at the Canadian Tire Centre in Ottawa in the nation's capital. Lindholm, 4 points in 2 games. Emelin, Valachevitz, they are leading by example in that top 6. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bottom 6 scoring as well. I'm looking at a little Kevin Fiala with his limited ice time and all that. But let's see what we can do for Game 3 of Round 1. 3 and 4 now in Ottawa. First period in Ottawa, and it's 1-1 after 20. Jalen Ramirez, he's been here before. Hey, Slim, come on. We've drafted this team. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Nothing makes this guy happy. If we'd have to win with 76 overall free agents for him to be happy. Engvall ties it later on, though, 1-1 after 20. Second period, 3-3, still tied. Goal back and forth, back and forth. Please explain why. If you're going to come here and spew toxicity, please explain why. Shabbat scores first. Emelin ties it up shorthanded. Geeky goes ahead on the power play. Cole Perfetti answers right back on the power play. 3-3 after 40 with a lot of special teams work on both sides. Shots 24-20 for Ottawa, but we're all tied up into the final 20 minutes here in the nation's capital. Power play Senators killed off, and Valachevitz makes it 4-3, and Avery McIntyre says, don't forget about me, and Ludwig Eriksson, the floodgates have opened. From 3-3 to 6-3, Eriksson puts us up by a third. The Slim Franchise Mode Challenge, one of these days. Extra point is good, 7-3 with Cole Perfetti. Just 18 offensive defensemen. Slim makes me want to do that. He makes me want to. 8-3 from Ryan Rubrick. 9-3 from big top 50 Bo Horvat. His first postseason goal as a Starfleet member. And we win this one 9-3 in Ottawa. Woohoo! Don Sherry has entered the chat. I might want to leave it at this point. As Hofer allows 3 and we run Spencer Knight out of the net. He was a bit fraudulent for us, so we moved on from him. Big nights from a lot of different players. +4 from the offensive defenseman. Take that, Slim. -1s from the other offensive defenseman, Axel Sandin Palika. And Kevin Fiala, -1 as well. Too bad. 3 stars in this one. Perfetti, Valachevitz, and Lindholm. And how did the goaltenders look? Yeah, Hobbs is not going to be happy about that one. So Knight allowed 6 on 26, and then Hofer allowed 3 on 11. 9-3. That's the good fortune for all. That's exactly it. All the donos, finally. Yeah, ASP's not making a good case for himself. Valachevitz in his first postseason as a rookie, 7 points in 3 games. He's been great. All right, let's see if we can end off the sweep here in Ottawa. Down in the AHL, we're through to the next round. Very good. 8 points in 5 games from Skylar Lucic. Alrighty. Here at the Canadian Tire Centre to sweep out the Senators. We were scared, but the series isn't over yet. But yeah, Hobbsy, sorry, buddy. Let's do it. Pick up where we left off. The first shot of the game. Hey, everybody's talking about him. And the first shot of the game goes in. Axel Sandin Palika. Then we allow one quickly as well. First period ends 2-1. Yes, Dan, at the trade deadline, we picked up big top 50 Bo Horvat for third-line center and penalty kill specialist. Avery McIntyre adds another. 66 AHL wins. That might be a record. And we're up 2-1 after 20. Second period now. Woo-hoo-hoo! Spencer Knight is fraudulent! Let the whole world know it! Stenberg, Fiala on the power play, Lindholm on the power play, and Ryan Rubrick with the 6th goal of the night right there. Over under 60 wins next year. 50. It's tough to come by 60 in franchise mode no matter what you do. But I'd say we could push for it, but the team's going to change by then. Fiala's 2nd goal on the power play there. Tkachuk gets 1. But we're up by 5 here in the 3rd period, and that'll be enough to sweep the Senators out of round number 1. Thank goodness we made it. Whew, I was a little bit scared by the team on paper, but we made it. Let me take a little sip here. Ooh, 7-2 the final. I'll let you look at the stats here for a second while I just put in some eye drops. If we're still going in 2 hours at 9:45 Eastern, let me know to put the next ones in again. Take a look at the stats. Oh, I just put a couple drops in here. Quick pause to put some oil in my positronic brain as an android. There we go. Take a look at those stats. All right. Drop it up. Done. Oof. What do we see here? -1s from Emelin, Stenberg, and Horvath. Come on, Bo. You got an assist at least. Plus minus, yeah, of course. Plus minus is the only thing that matters, obviously. So 3 stars. Fiala, 2 goals and an assist. Lindholm, a goal and 2 assists. And Otto Stenberg, a goal and an assist. We're at 27 viewers. Welcome, everybody. We just swept through round number 1. The Senators are gone in 4 games. And we are through to round number 2. 9 points from the captain in 4 games in that series. What a series it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Yeah. 8 point per game plus players. Wow. 9 from Lindholm, 8 from Balachevitz, 6 from Emelin, 6 from Panarin, 4 from Rubik, Perfetti, McIntyre, and Stenberg. Fiala, Horvat, Seider with 3. Palika, Ramirez, Hudson with 2. Eriksson, Romanov, Busenius, Breland with 1. Cameron saying, how are you enjoying LASIK? Nice to see things you haven't seen in a long time. Yes, it is. It's going well. It wasn't a complication from LASIK, but long story short, supposedly I had some sort of disposition to potential erosion. It sounds bad, like my eyes are eroding, like I'm going blind. I'm not. It was just an erosion of the outer layer of like my cornea, for example, which essentially it didn't hurt my vision really, but it just was painful. So I went back into LASIK. I talked to them. They prescribed me a few drops, and that's why I'm back on the drops. I was off for a bit. Now I'm back on the drops. And it's been better since then. So that's my only issue I've had with LASIK, but that's more of a me problem, just my genetics, I guess, than a LASIK problem. But yeah, it's nice to be living without glasses. I had to, yeah, it sounds bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds. It's just the skin, the outermost layer, which would make things uncomfortable. It wouldn't erode my vision; it would just erode my comfort, I guess. So I had to go and buy myself like a dollar store pair of glasses because my prescription sunglasses, my prescription sunglasses were no good anymore. So now it's like a whole new world for me. So those are the point scores in round number 1. Goaltenders, Mikkola went 4-0 with a .927 save percentage and 1.99 goals against. Oh, there you go. Yeah, my eyeballs were thick enough, so it didn't cost me as much as it could have cost, but obviously it's still very costly. But when you think about a lifetime of glasses and eye care, whatever else, versus this, plus some checkups, I think it pretty much balances out. Maybe it costs a little bit more for LASIK, but I'm okay with that for the life comfort. As I've said a lot, I loved my glasses. I've always been a big fan of glasses, but I think it just made for my job and for my lifestyle, I play a lot of sports, it just made a lot of sense for me. Well, there you go. There you go, King. That's going to be the issue. What did next Dono. Next Dono goes to the new pair of shades. It's okay. The dollar store got me. The dollar store got me a good enough pair. All right, so let's start advancing to round number 2. Could consider a Fiala for Stenberg swap as 4th line seems to be suffering without a true centerman. Oh, that's a good point. We had considered it, but we didn't do it yet. I think most of Fiala's points came on the power play anyways, eh? Fiala, 2 of his 3 points came on the power play. Both of his goals were on the power play. Busanis -0, -1 for Breland. Okay, let's try it. Let's do it then. We were already considering that, but let's just do it here for the postseason. So, Fiala will come to the third line, because the nationalities work, correct? Yes, they do. 3 different stigmatisms. Ah, that's why. There you go, King. So Fiala can play left wing? Yes, Emelin can stay there. So Fiala, Horvat, Emelin on the third line now. That's what we'll do. Okay, perfect. And Rubric, keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. 3 goals, 4 points. Keep it up. If you want to stay on this team, that's what we want to see from you. Let's keep advancing for round number 2 now. Who will we face in the round of, what would you call it? The quarterfinal, I guess. We have a nice little bit of rest here, which is great. Horvat is Canadian, yes. In the AHL, we are cruising. And here we go. In round number 2, let me pull up the records here for whatever team we might face next. In round number 2, we will be facing the Dallas Stars. Have we faced Dallas before? We have not. So this will be the first time that we face the Dallas Stars. I'm going to leave... Sorry, Leafs King, your comment cut off. I'm going to leave for a bit again because I need to make a YouTube video. No problem. We'll be here, buddy. Hopefully. Rue's looking like a middle six guy, which isn't bad. Just presents a challenge with Perfetti. That's exactly it. So we're facing the Dallas Stars for the first time in our franchise mode series. Here we go. They were 47, 27, and 8 on the year. They entered the postseason going 7-3-0 in their final 10 games. I stand in solidarity with you, Hobbsy. I love the glasses. Like I said, it came down to my lifestyle and my job that made it make more sense for me. The Stars were the 8th seed, and they took down the Hurricanes in a 5-game series. Do you have an idea of what next franchise challenge will be, or what team or expansion team or city? I have no idea, Cameron. I have some ideas for what people might vote for. It all comes down to the vote. If I have to think, what are people voting for? I would think that the Capitals, the Maple Leafs, the Islanders... Who else? So if I pull up the standings from this season, the Red Wings, the Blues, like a lot of fringe teams would probably be in the mix. Even the Canadiens has been a popular one that gets suggested a lot. I would say it's even Utah. I would think those are the most popular suggestions. Which one gets chosen from there, we'll have to see. We need a team we haven't done yet. Yeah, at least a few years. Like if I did the Canadiens, I'd say, okay, it's been from NHL 18, makes sense. But I'd say none from NHL 20 onward. I wouldn't do the Ducks again yet. I wouldn't do the Sabres again. I wouldn't do the Wild again yet. Push for an OV Cup could be a fun story. We did the Blue Jackets. Yeah, the Blue Jackets need success. We did the Blue Jackets. Was it NHL 21 that we did the Blue Jackets? Bruins, yes. King Jerry might buy himself a Bruins series. All right, so let's check out the Dallas Stars lineup here for round number 2. Yeah, Islanders have been a popular suggestion as well. Dallas. All right, the Dallas Stars, they have Brad Rasmussen, 3rd overall pick from 2028 as first-line left wing, high elite playmaker. Leafs are waving the data flag right now. There's a lot of teams without a cup. Tyler says, I'm still in the Wild because if I remember correctly, that franchise never got finished due to... Oh, that's true. That's true, Tyler. That is very true. Us Minnesota sports fans need it. The series with the Wild never finished. Spoiler alert, block your ears, 3, 2, 1. We never finished our series with the Wild. We won the Stanley Cup in year number 1. I don't think we've ever won a year 1 Stanley Cup since. But then later in the series, I think we did like 20-some episodes, we had to just basically can it because the hard drive corrupted. I had to buy myself a brand new hard drive. That's the reason why the Senators live stream series ended and why my SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom series ended too. So that's unfortunate. So the Wild, of any team we've already done, the Wild would be the only one I'd consider probably. Maybe the Senators too, I guess. So that being said, Rupe Hintz, this just, what? 91 overall? Since when? That is great respect for a great underrated forward. Rupe Hintz, he had a 78-point season, 7 points in 4 games in round number 1, 91 overall Rupe Hintz at 34 years of age, and of course, Ernest Antonio, who was drafted 4th overall in 2027, 5-star shooting sniper, my goodness. Cameron, we did Seattle. We did Seattle back in... we have to finish our NHL 7 Thrashers series. Oh my goodness. We did Seattle in NHL 22. That was a great series. Cameron, that was like the older series, like the Canadians one, we did them, yeah, but it wasn't really legit with like the AGMs and everything. We did our like a good long 30, 40 plus episode Kraken series in NHL 22. So check out that in the playlist on the channel. If you need me to link it, let me know. And yes, that Senators Live series is the greatest story ever told. One of the greatest episodes and moments in franchise in channel history came from that Senators series. Sorry, continuing. Tyson Forster, Michael Misa, and Andrei Kuzmenko on the second line. Halashuk, Chance Halashuk. Okay. Ridley Gregg, former Starfleet officer Ridley Gregg. Wow. So we traded Gregg. We got him in the expansion draft from the Senators. He was doing okay in the AHL. We just didn't really have room for him. Also partially due to his nationality not mixing with ours, with the players who we had in there. So we traded him in a deal to Dallas. Could somebody pull that up in the Google sheet? What was that trade again? And he's been with the Stars ever since, coming off of a career-best 50-point season as well. 87 overall. Good for him, with Sonny Milano on the third line. I'm just saying, you have to excuse any... No problem, Cameron. No problem at all. And on the fourth line, Petrov, McLeod, and Parson. It's just good news for you. You want a Kraken series? Well, I got good news. I have 40 episodes waiting for you. Let me pull that up right now. It's gonna bother me if I don't. Are you in the Discord server, Cameron? If not, I'll just put a link right here. Let me get my playlist ready to go. It was a 2024 first from Boston. Thomas Harley and Ridley Gregg with a sixth for a first and a second. We traded a first, a sixth, Gregg and Harley for a first and a second. Gotcha. Anyone know what that first became? Not yet. Perfect. So I can link it again to you in the Discord server, but I'll do it right now. So there are 42 videos. So I guess like 40 episodes. Again, no pressure to join. I'm just thinking the best way to send you the link. No pressure to join. And done. Okay. I just put the link here in the chat. Yeah, if you check out the playlist, there are tons waiting for you. A ton of series that you could just binge through. It was Consta Hellenius, who turned into a bust, unfortunately. Wasn't just, well, bust. Just he wasn't great for us. All right, so there you have it. There's the forwards. On defense, it's Miro Heiskanen at a 91 overall with Jonathan Stevenson, two-way D, medium elite, fourth-round pick. Love to see that. Fifth-round pick. Five-star defense, fourth-round pick. Yeah, on the first pair. Second pair, Pionk and Canucks legend Noah Hannafin. Third pair, Caden Gooley with Christian Kyrou. Goaltending, it's Jake Ottinger at an 88 overall, backed up by Jan Bednar. There you go. Don't listen to anything Slim is saying. He's just a hater for no reason. I don't know why. We give him only love. We give him only love. So Ottinger, okay, yeah, good season. 912 save percentage. Yeah, the Sharks series is something else. I love that Sharks series. But the Kraken one was great as well for different reasons. Now, this is interesting. Jake Ottinger is in his first postseason since 2023. Wow, so here in 2031, Jake Ottinger and the Stars are finally back in the postseason, and in round one, he was hungry. He is 4-0-1 with a shutout, 936 save percentage, and 2.09 goals against average. Whoa. Binge watch. Hey, there you go, Cameron. A lot for you to binge, lots of time for you. Enjoy the Expos, and hopefully we'll see you live on Tuesday evening then. We'll be live on this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern with our next episode of the Expos series. So it is a very good team here in Dallas. 4 points in 5 games. There, 7-4 from Hintz, 3-5. Sorry, 7 okay, yeah, he must have been injured then. 3-5 from Antonio, 2 from Kuzmenko, 3 from Misa, 4 from Forster. No one really stands out that much for the scoring, actually. But it's really the goaltending that comes down to... Actually, I forgot to check Heiskanen, sorry. Data has been my binge-watching hero during hours of monotonous cardio. That's what I love to see. That's what I love to see more than anything. Get that cardio in. All about the health here on the channel as well. Do you not do Madden at all, or just not yet? Just not yet, Cameron. Just not yet. I don't know anything about it, but people want to see it, so I'm determined to someday learn. It just comes down to time right now. With full-time work, just doing 3 series plus career sims, whatever else, it's pretty much my max, unfortunately. Heiskanen, 4 assists and a +3, averaging over 27.5 minutes per night. Sheesh. And Tyler with the $1.99. Hey, look at that. Great timing to start the series with a little bit of good luck here from Tyler. He already had 1 entry. from last raffle. So this brings another one. That gives you now 2 entries, Tyler. There you go. Thank you very much. I work 12-hour night shift. I absolutely crush these data series. This is, again, I don't mean to always turn it into the tiers, but this is what I love to hear. I'm putting out just wholesome, fun, immersive content, and the community comes together to enjoy it and to build it and to make it even better. You guys are the best. Game 1, round 2, here hosting the Dallas Stars. Let's go ahead and host the 47-win team, I believe. Yes, we had said. First period, 0-0, shots 14-5, close to triple in our favor after 20. Second period, 0-0 it remains. Shots still 23-15. We're leading by a good margin, but it's 0-0 after 40 as Jake Ottinger is shutting the door, doing what he's been waiting to do for close to 10 years in the playoffs. Third period, Avery McIntyre. If anyone was going to open the scoring, it was him, the 2-time Rocket winner. Mikey, no face reveal. No, never. Maybe at 1 million subs. 1-1 as Kuzmenko ties it. Then Parsonen. But then Cole Perfetti, 42 seconds later, ties it up. We're tied at 2 with 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Hopefully we can visit Lord Stanley's estate. Avery McIntyre with his second puts us up late. Is that enough with 2 minutes to go? Yes, it is! Shots end 33-30. The Stars fought their way back, but we hang on for the 3-2 victory, coming back from down 2-1 to winning 3-2. The first line, McIntyre scores twice and Perfetti gets 1, and we win 3-2 the final. We get him full-time. Yes! If we can get data full-time, we can do multiple cities, multiple games. Exactly. Woo! All right, so McIntyre, first star, 2 goals, Perfetti goal and assist, and Mikkola 28 saves for, again, a big comeback victory, just like in Game 1 versus the Senators. So hopefully a sign of good things to come here in the quarterfinal as we win Game 1 at home by a score of 3-2. AHL, we're through. Nice. Lucic, 10 goals and 16 points. Another guy who has to get a look in the NHL soon. Skylar Lucic could be like a Vyacheslav Emelin. Low overall, but scoring like a machine. Yeah, he's pushing for that C on his chest next season. We'll see what happens with Lindholm. All right, Game 2 now. Here we go for Game 2, Round 2 in San Francisco. First period, 1-0 Starfleet. McIntyre, he is hungry. 1-0 Starfleet after 20. Second period now, 0 scoring, 1-0 it remains. Shots 20-15 for the Stars. Now it's Mikkola. It's his turn to stand on his head a little bit as we're up by 1. Can we buy the face reveal? Nah, honestly, unless we're talking like crazy, like absolutely bonkers numbers. I'm talking like 100 grand plus. I have no interest in doing a face reveal, honestly. It's just a few personal reasons plus job reasons. Well, my personal reason is my job reason. I'd prefer to just do that, unless we're talking like 100 grand plus, but just putting it out there. 3-1 victory in the end with a solid third period. Forrester tied it, but then Lindholm, just 26 seconds later, puts us back ahead, and Valachevitz gets the game winner. The icing on the cake, I should say. But Elias Lindholm, our captain, scoring another game-winning goal as we get outshot 28-24, but win 3-1. 27 saves from Juha Mikkola. Lindholm a goal and assist, and Cole Hudson with 2 assists for third-star honors. A-rated AHL coach is OP. True, that also goes a long way. 11 points in 6 games from the captain. Incredible. Ah, boy. So yeah, in the AHL, we're on to the semifinal facing Syracuse. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be ever something I really do. Like, there's been, in the Discord server, a few people have spoken about it before. Like, I used to have some of my old videos that had my face in it. I used to do drum covers and stuff like that. I don't mind a few people seeing my face. That's not why I don't do it. I just don't want my face to be associated with the channel. That's what I'm saying. If a few people saw my face, it doesn't bother me at all. But if my face became associated with the channel, I think that would bother me. That's what I'm saying. Or you could just Google image search Brent Spiner, and that's how you can see a picture of me. There you go, Brent Spiner. I've had, because Mark has seen me as well when we met up to get the PlayStation 5, and Mark confirmed, because I used to have a client, long story short, when I worked in the movie theater for 7 years, there was a regular that always said I looked like Matt Damon. So, but a lot of people said, like, no chance. But some people said, yeah, I could see it. And Mark even said, yeah, I could see it too. So if you want an idea, a little Matt Damon for you. First period, 2-1 Starfleet. Rupe Hintz opens up, but who else? The Professor. Huge series here in Dallas as we're starting it in Texas now for Game 3. Power play goal for the Professor and Ryan Rubrick, his first of the series, making it 2-1. Do I play? I play the drums like as my instrument. I know a little bit of piano, a little bit of guitar, a little bit of recorder. That's probably about it. But yeah, drums are my instrument. Up 2-1 after 20. Down 1-0, then up 2-1. Second period, 3-1. Jalen Ramirez. Shots 18-12 after 40, and we're up by 2. That's exactly it. Love the Bourne movie. I love the Bourne movies. There's no other movie. You know when you're flicking through channels on TV, and you come across a movie, and you say, okay, I'll watch 5 minutes, and you're there for like 45? Those are the Bourne movies. I could watch those a million times. I love them. No scoring here in the third period, and that's A-okay by me as we win 3-1. Shots end 23-22 for Dallas, and we win by 2. 3-1 the final. Mikola makes 22 saves to get first star honors. And how about that? Very similar to the Ottawa series. A comeback victory. Oh no, Emily's out for a few games here with a strained hamstring. But a comeback victory in Game 1, and then potentially a sweep from there, as we're now up 3-0. The Stars looked scary, and here we are now up 3-0. Sorry, I missed a couple comments here. Tyler says, you've talked about health being related to your job. Yes, I was a trainer for 10-ish years and now manage a preventative health clinic. If you don't mind, what's your job? Don't share if you don't want to. The job is a bit more related to like a channel meme. It's for years that people are trying to get it. There's a few people who do know it. I know Pat knows it. There's a few people who know it who have had one-on-one conversations with. Again, it's not a big secret. It's just I don't want it to be super associated to my channel. So Tyler, you want to send me a message? I'd be happy to talk about that with you. But I probably wouldn't say it in a video kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? So, oh, by the way, the first line, which had a +4, now has a +3 because Panarin is losing some X factors down to an 81 overall. And Cameron says, Captain is doing his best to carry so he can ride off in the sunset for the last year at 39. Well, actually, you know what? It's Panarin who's 39. Lindholm is 36, so he has a little bit of gas left in the tank there. So yeah, Stenberg will come up in the lineup. Kirby saying that he met Affleck and Damon when he was in high school. Wow, lucky you. Latvian Hydra. There you go. All right, so we're going to bring Stenberg up to the third line. Yes, I'm just reading some comments there. So Stenberg to the third line. He'll swap with Fiala. Busenius will go center. And fourth line wing will be Afanaseyev because Emlyn wasn't really on any line, so we'll just say substitute in all lines. Doesn't really matter. So there you go. Igor Afanaseyev, welcome back to the lineup. I wanted him to be in the lineup from the first place. He's been a great piece for us here on the fourth line. Very consistent fourth liner. It's just that with some roster spots, he's been pushed a little, but he'll be back on the fourth line next season. Last year in the playoffs, or at least through the playoffs, he's been a consistent contributor. 12 points in 59 games. There you go. 12 points in 59 playoff games. There you go. So Igor's back in the lineup. Power play. They put an exclamation point, but okay, we'll bring in Breland. Breland with his high shooting, his 4.5-star shooting. Breland can play power play for now. Fill in with another Latvian. Oh, he's trying to get the other captain that cup swing. Exactly. Reacher, I gotta see Reacher. I gotta watch Reacher. Okay, sorry for this has been a fun live stream, but if you're watching it back and you gotta look at it with the chat. Keep the chat open if you're watching it back so you can see what I'm responding to and all that. Whew. Okay, so Emlyn's only out for a couple more games. We have a chance to sweep the Stars here at American Airlines Center in Dallas. What a series that would be. Just like in round number 1, a comeback in game 1. Could it be that we end it now in game 4 on the road, facing the Stars at American Airlines Center in Texas? I saw a car in front of me today with multiple, like a Quebec license plate, but tons of Texas stickers. Don't mess with Texas. Everything's better in Texas, blah, blah, blah. Don't usually see that, so it surprised me, especially in English. First period, 2-1 Starfleet after 20. McIntyre, what a series he's having. He opens it up just 2 minutes and 11 seconds in. Kuzmenko ties it 19 seconds later, but then the chief of security, Moritz Seider, a couple minutes later makes it 2-1. Second period now, 2-2. Neil Pionk ties it, and this is the closest that we've had a game all series pretty much now. Shots are 24-22 for Dallas, and we're tied at 2 into the final 20 minutes. We win this period, we win this series, or can Dallas live to fight another day? play. Power play San Francisco. Cole Perfetti scores on the power play. Could that be enough for the game winner? Power play Dallas now. Opportunity for them. Killed off, but then Misa scores shortly after. Yeah, finish them as a rival of the Wings. There you go. That card knows what's up. Sorry, let me pause that. 2 minutes to go. Power play, and we're off to overtime. So, power play to start overtime, or just continuing in power play. Shots are 37-31 for Dallas, and we're tied at 3 to start the overtime. Let's hop in. So, sorry, Dexter had said that he saw a car with some Senator stickers. And Hobbsy said that car knows what's up. Yes. As a pure hater of the Stars, finish them, says Tyler. Oh, poor Landon. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. We've had some great luck from the donations. Leave some good luck with a like if you haven't already. That's a great way to donate as well. If you can donate a like, that'd be very much appreciated. Oh, strobe lights. A goal for us sweeps Dallas and puts us through to round number 3, excuse me, as our power play is about to expire. But a goal for Dallas will push the series to 5 back in San Francisco. Cameron says McIntyre will call game. Perfetti on net! Woohoo! Big save from Ottinger. McIntyre, Hudson, Stenberg, Perfetti in traffic, scramble in the crease. Where is it behind the net now? Rubric behind the net, looking for options. Stopping up, skating the wrong way. Rubric still has it. What is happening? What is going on? Perfetti gets a backhand on net. Rubric, McIntyre, that's blocked. Nice kick save there from Ottinger, and then he'll finally get that one out. Yeah, let me change the sliders now that the power play's over. EA Sports, everybody. Dallas needs Dirk and Aikman. Yes, that would push them over, Slim. That would give them the edge. Let's get the shooting sliders up here. Tyler calls Lindholm. Yeah, leave your predictions. Tyler says Lindholm. Cameron says McIntyre. I'm going to go wild card. Maybe not super wild. I'm going to say Valachevitz. Not super wild card, but I'm going to say Valachevitz. In my top 6 choice. My bottom 6 choice... Top 50 Bo. I want to see him. Only because Cameron beat me to back and McIntyre. Gotcha. If I gotta choose one, I'll go Bo. But more likely Valachevitz. Alright. Gen Z says Rubric. Forster bumps off the puck, and now here comes the very player. Rubric skating in. McIntyre, that shot's blocked. Rupe hints. Okay, you get a choice in for Dallas too. I'm not offended. I know Slim's trying to be a hater. Ernest Antonio over the blue line. Can't get that through traffic. Couple sticks there. Alright, let's go for a change now. Ooh, I thought you were skating out with it. Ooh, come on, Stenberg. Good. Parent assist to McIntyre. Gotcha. Ludwig Eriksson, the Swedish ox, skating through. Picking it up is Bo. Heiskanen, low energy. Professor Mac and Cheese reporting for duty. We'll see. Rasmussen, over to Hintz. Antonio on net, saved by Mikkola. In front, Rasmussen. Ooh, that was a weird play in the crease. But Mikkola will hang on there, keep it tight to the side. Let's bring the 4th line out. Always love a good scrappy 4th line. A little defensive zone draw here. For Busenius on the dot against Rupe Hint. That's going to be a tough matchup. Busenius actually wins it. Wow, good for him. Behind the net now. Andrew says Emlyn. Actually, Emlyn's still injured in this game, buddy. Sorry, Dice. Breland could be the Latvian filler, though, as he's on the ice right now. Busenius, up to Afanaseyev, back in the lineup tonight, skates laterally, but he still keeps it. Alright, giveaway there. Here's Pionk, over to Parsonen. He skates by everybody. Whoa, what a goal! Forehand, backhand, and the Stars win it in overtime to avoid the sweep. Ooh, some ugly defense, though. Bad giveaway, very bad giveaway at the blue line, at the Stars' blue line. Love that mascot. Slim just spamming the chat. Classic. Hey, can I see the replay of the goal, please? Shots end 40-35 and Dallas wins it. So it was a pass here that went through Busenius. Breland, and then what? Why didn't Breland receive the pass? Oh, it's because he had like a little poke bothering him here? Yeah. And then he just skated the other way and gave up. Classic. Then he comes in. Terrible defense. As the Romanov had the angle. Allows him to cut in no problem. Then a missed poke check. Forehand, backhand. There you go. Well, when you get the timeouts, you'll stop. The EA AI turns an L out. That's all right. It happens. So we will take a 3-1 series to San Francisco now. Back home to try and finish it in 5. No sweep. Not an identical storyline to round 1. But that's all right. Here we go for Game 5 at home, looking to close out the series for round number 2 and push ourselves through to the semifinal in back-to-back years. First period, and it is 1-1 after 20. Cole Hudson scores early, then Tyson Forrester ties it up later on. Shots 12-9 after 20. Second period, 3-1 Dallas. Rasmussen will make it 2-1, then Kuzmenko makes it a 2-goal game. Yeah, I got to put those brooms away. Shots end 20-18 through 40. We're down by 2, but it's not done yet. We've been in this position before. Don't let Dallas get any second thoughts here. Don't let them breathe for a second. We have home ice advantage. We want to keep our rest. Let's go out there. Strong third period. I'm looking at Panarin. I'm looking at Valachevitz. I'm looking at the bottom 6. I want to see Breland. I want to see Bo. I want to see Fiala. Let's go. Third period action now. Power play killed off. All right. 5 minutes in. Here we go. Who's going to tie it for us, or at least get us within 1? Halfway through the third, nothing there. Shots tied at 27. Ottinger giving himself a game. Sometimes he's going to have a game like that. Power play late. Killed off. Mikkola becoming a salesman. Come on, my guy. Come on. Selling. Shots end 33-30, and Dallas lives to fight another day. You got to give this one to Ottinger. You got to. He's going to steal. We knew he was going to steal at least a game in this series. He steals Game 5, and we'll go to Game 6 in Dallas. All right. Emlin's back to full health. Perfect timing. Let's get him back in there. Yeah, please. Axel Sandin Palika, come on now. Fanasev's going to be out. Goes here. Goes here. There you go. Fiala there. And Emlyn is back. Emlyn, we missed him. He has 7 points in 7 games, so we're missing him. That third line offense. Come on, Bo. Big top 50 Bo. I don't know if there's anything else. Mikkola, how you looking here? 927 save percentage. He's doing his job. We need to get some goals there. We've scored 4 goals in the last 2 games. Only 1 last game. Ah, yes. Thank you, Gen Z. But why are you calling this team a super team? We've built through the draft. We didn't spend any crazy money on free agents aside from Panarin like 5 years ago. What's with you? What's the chip on your shoulder? Who hurt you? Where are we going? Center. Emmeline. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take a quick sip before we start. Quick sip. Everyone drink your water. Big fan of water here on the channel. Game 6 here in Dallas. Don't let them have a single thought heading into Game 7. We're starting to get worried here. Let's go now. We've dropped 2 back-to-back. Game 6 in Dallas. Let's end it. We know how to play on the road. Let's end it. First period, Dallas scores in the first shot, but we tie it. There we go. Hydrate or dihydrate. There you go. That's what they say. We have Kuzmenko opening it up early, but thank you. Finally, big top 50 Bo. Tell your friends to take the rocks out of their pillowcases before they fight. This far and no further. That's what we like to hear here, Cameron. That's what we like to hear here. Shots are 13-12 after 20. Bo gets us tied. Second period, 4-1 Starfleet! This is what we're looking for, Starfleet officers! Breland scores shorthanded. Emmeline, welcome back to the lineup. 8 points in 8 games. And the captain extends our lead to 3. Outshot 30-25, and we're up 4-1. Breland Shorty, 3-goal lead here in the third period. Will that be enough? We said it this far and no further. 5-1 Emmeline. Who is this man? Vyacheslav. Pionk makes it 5-2. The Latvian laser beam with another one. 2-goal game in his return. 5-2 Starfleet. And that'll be all she wrote. As Axel Sandin Palika hears the cries from Slim. And it's 6-2 the final. Shots end 40-38. But Mikkola makes 38 saves to get first star honors. Mikkola. Emmeline scores twice, and Bo, top 50 Horvat, scores a goal and 2 assists. 6-2 the final, and Starfleet is through. Got the small more to sound Papa. Not a step further. There you go. Hold on. Let me just add this to my Google sheet here. My Excel sheet, I should say. Sorry. So round 1, win Ottawa 4. Round 2, win Dallas 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 5th conference final or semifinal, being in the Final Four, whatever you want to call it. This is our 5th Final Four in 8 years. We did it, so it was no, no, yes, 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 no, yes, yes. So back to back. The last time we were here, we got swept by Winnipeg in 4 games last season. Yes. But the last 3 times before that, we went to the Stanley Cup final. Okay. Just making sure I have all the stats in my head properly here. So here, let's check the numbers here. So, through 2 rounds, the captain is leading by example. Incredible stuff, as he has 13 points in 10 games. He wants to raise another Stanley Cup. Cole Perfetti with 10 in 10. Artemi Panarin, the bread man, 10 assists. 10 points in 10 games from him. So we have 3 point per game plus players, which is nice to see. Actually 4 if you include Emelin. Avery McIntyre, 7 goals, 9 points in 10 games from him. 9 points from Emelin. I don't know how he does it. Valachevitz with 9 points as well. Yeah, McIntyre, a quiet 7 goals. Leading the team in goals right there. Valachevitz with 9 points. Cole Hudson with 8. Big top 50 Bo, 7 points. Very good from him. Better pace than the regular season. Moritz Seider with 7 as well. Stenberg 7. Fiala 6. Ramirez 6. Rubric 4 goals, 5 points. I want to see more. I think only 1 goal in the whole. Is that Did he have 3 goals and an assist in round 1? 1 goal in 6 games in round 2, but a plus 10. But still, Palika 4, Eriksson 3, and a plus 11. Brilin 2 points. Romanov 1. Busenius 1. Afanaseyev nothing in 2 games. And Mikola 8, 1, and 1 with a 930 save percentage and 2.09 goals against average. Right, but in round 1, what did he have? Yeah, the plus 10 is good. I know, but if you're going to be a 5-star shooting top 6 winger, you can't go scoreless in 6 games. As good as your plus minus is. I love the plus minus, but come on. You have a role to play as a sniper. That is your role. Juha Mikkola, what a machine. What a machine. Okay, so let's advance now. Who will we face in the Final Four? It could be Boston, San Jose, Arizona, Utah, or Detroit. A few options for us there. Let's see. And in the AHL, how's life? We're doing okay. We're tied 2-2 in that series with Syracuse. Advancing. All right, so in the semifinal, round number 3, we will be facing... Yeah, but no, don't tell me that, Slim. He's preventing goals. How do you know that? Just because he has a positive plus minus doesn't mean that he is the preventer of goals. Don't cry here. RJ, have I ever seen the animated movie Over the Hedge? Have I seen it? It is one of the greatest animated movies ever made. And that's the first thing I thought about the first day you entered the chat years ago. That's the first thing I thought. That scene when he's looking up at the full moon, and it goes Falada, Falada, and then the bear comes and he says, "I'll see you in the morning." And RJ's reflecting on who he is and the choices he's made. Wow, wow. Okay, we'll be facing the Boston Bruins. Wow, the 52-win Bruins. Yeah, Over the Hedge is so underrated. So underrated. I'm going to go on a soapbox here. I love Over the Hedge. William Shatner's voice is in it too. Captain Kirk. So here we go. The 52-27-3 Boston Bruins. That's going to be a tough one. Where did the Bruins finish? The Bruins were the 4th best team in the league. So even the Red Wings are still out here as well. They're another good team. So the Bruins went 52-27-3 to finish 4th in the NHL. Over the Head watching party? I'm in. I'm in for that. Rubric had 3 versus Ottawa, so just 1 in the... Gotcha. So Rubric just 1 goal in 6 games against Dallas. There you go. So yeah, they were the 4th seed. They beat Vegas in 6 and then swept the Devils. Whoa, they swept the 5th place Devils, who had like 47 wins or something. And then over on the other side of things, it's Arizona, the 10th seed Coyotes against the 3rd seed Red Wings. So yes, for any newbies, this league uses a 3-2-1-0 point scoring system. That's why the numbers might look a little wonky. So the 1, 3, 4, and 10 seeds are left. Very interesting. Usually not like that. Total drama watching party? I'd be down for that as well. This is a tough matchup here against the Bruins. Have we faced the Bruins yet? Yes, we have! Yes, we defeated the Bruins. The one time we faced them was in the 2027 Stanley Cup Final, when we won our first Stanley Cup in franchise history in 5 games. Yes, we beat them once. The 2027 Stanley Cup Final, when we beat them for our first cup in 5 games. Wow. So now, what is that? 1, 2, 3, what was that? 2027? So 8, 9, 10. So now 4 years later. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 years later, we face the Bruins. Let me get back to here. There we go. Let's see who's on in this lineup here in 2031. King Turby conflicted for sure. Spuddies. Other side of the bracket, yes. That other side of the bracket was, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Exactly. So Boston, let's check them out. DeBrusk is still out here. DeBrusk, Poitras, and Pastrnak. Wow, a real-world first line still out there. Pastrnak, 94 overall, 34 years old, 8 goals, 12 points from him in 12 games. Matthew Poitras, 10 points from him. And DeBrusk, 1 goal, 8 points from him. Second line, Machelli, Bolduc, and Duclair. Third line, Geeky, Zaka, and McTavish. Wow. And fourth line, Brett Harrison, Noah Ostland, and Tristan Robbins. I think Poitras could be a first-line center in Boston, where they have Zaka and Coyle and all that. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. What's Poitras' ceiling? Second-line center? Hard to say. On defense, former Starfleet officer, Starfleet captain, Sam Girard. Wow. We had him, our first season in franchise history, he scored 80 points. Was a plus 30. Throughout his career in Starfleet, 80, 58, 70, 54, 59. We moved on from him, mostly due to needing the space for Lane Hudson, and knowing that although he's great, he probably is going to cap out as a 55 whatever point guy, as opposed to continuing to get into the 80s, 70s, whatever. Yeah, no defense. You plus 26, Crimea River with your defense. If Rubric is keeping goals out at plus 10, Girard plus 26. Oh, I'm already seeing the future. But negative 14. 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons as a plus, 1 year as a negative, and that's what you're going to cry about. Boston now. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is his 3rd season in Boston since we traded him away. Was it a good decision? 52 and 82, 54, 33 and 65. I think he became a good 50-point kind of guy, but we needed room for Lane Hudson, and it wasn't working with the nationalities either, I don't think, if I remember right. In the playoffs, yeah, what do you mean in the playoffs? Some up, some down. Some up, some down. That, in the final year that he was with us, -9 in 19 games, that was one of the reasons why we traded him too, but at his best, he was incredible. Okay, there you go. Let the tears out. Plus 14. Yeah, -7. If you include -9. He's really -4. No, sorry. Plus 5. Gets him to plus... Yeah, what was the trade? Yeah, so minus Boston. So plus 3. So actually it was -10. It was -10. What was the trade for Girard again with Boston? Someone remind me of that, please. But we don't have Fabian Lysell winning the cup against him this time, as we did last time. So Sam Girard, he was a monster with us. He was an alternate captain. He was an original Starfleet member. He had incredible seasons, put up some records. It was Girard, a 3rd, Nurmi, and 2 6ths for a 2029 first and Blake Lizotte. And what did that 2029 first become? Charlie McAvoy out here as well. A lot of original Bruins are still here. 93 overall Charlie McAvoy, 10 points in 10 games, and Girard 7 in 10. Lindholm with 3, Perbix with 1, Mario Ferraro with 1 goal, 1 assist as well. Was that the Eriksson pick? Oh, it might be, eh? It might be that. That first was pick 32, and it became Stanislav Nabokov. Oh, okay, so it wasn't the pick for that. Stanislav Nabokov was still in our system. Gotcha, thank you. So was Gerard won that cup with us, right? 2027? Yes. Okay. So he wasn't on the Boston team that we beat. Okay, so long walk down memory lane there. Sam Gerard, one of our favorite players in all-time Starfleet history, potentially a Data 72 Hall of Fame nominee. And then goaltending, it is Lucas Dostal, who's had success with us as well. Woo, 983 overall, but a 931 save percentage. 8-1-1, 2.38 goals against average. Crazy. 902 save percentage in the season, 3 goals against. But in the postseason, 931. Backed up by Ivan Prosvetov, Zach Jones, Nikolai Knyzhov, Data 782 channel legend, Knyzhov with the Sharks series, and Alan Paros as the healthy scratches. So yeah, good lineup here. A lot of original Bruins. DeBrusque, Poitras, Pastrnak, Geeky, Zacha, McAvoy. A lot of original Bruins there here in 2031. We beat this team to win the Cup 4 years ago. Now they want to beat us to go to the Stanley Cup Final. The spreadsheet knows all. The memory alpha, yes. Maybe related to George Paros. This team is on a roll. Let's take 1 second. Breathe. Take it all in, says Mighty Joe. We've built a winning team with a winning community. I cannot begin to express how proud I am to be included in such a wholesome community. In 2 comments. Thank you. Thank you, Mighty Joe, for saying that. Not only to the team, but to us as the AGMs in the booth. Big group hug in the AGM booth. And let's do it for Game 1 of Round 3 here in the semifinal. San Francisco, Boston, Detroit, and Utah, Arizona, the last 4 teams remaining. Game 1, Round 3 at Enterprise Arena. 4 years after beating the Bruins in 5 to win our first cup, we face them again, and they will want to be facing us with a vengeance. First period, 3-3 after 20. Oh my goodness. Avery McIntyre opens it up. McIntyre ties it on the power play. McIntyre gets his second. McAvoy ties it. McTavish puts the Bruins ahead, and then Hudson ties it for us. Whew. There's a special clip in NHL suggestions for everyone. Is there? Let me see this. Is it of me from today? Data mocking Slim from a... Hold on, let me hear this. Hold on, let me mute the live stream. And let me hear me mocking Slim. Hold on. I'm already seeing the future. But negative 14! I'm already seeing the future. But negative 14! Oh, Slim. Let those tears out, baby. Let those tears out. Okay, sorry. So McTavish scores twice. McIntyre scores twice. Thank you for doing that as well, Hobbsy. We're being outshot 15-13. 6 goals scored on 28 shots in the first period. Let's try and calm it down a little bit. As Cameron said, Boston goes not a step further. Come on now. Second period, no scoring. After an electric first period, no scoring in the second. Shots end 24-18, and we're tied at 3 after 6 goals in the first. Third period, Sam Gerard in San Francisco makes it 4-3 Boston. Power play San Francisco killed off, and Bolduc makes it 2. The floodgates open up. We allow 3 in the first 7 minutes of the third period. 6-3 Bruins. Oh, boy. And this one will end Gerard, Bolduc, and McAvoy. Shots end 36-29, and we lose this one 6-3. McTavish with 2 goals and 2 assists. McAvoy 2 goals and an assist. McIntyre did well, I should say, but not enough. So that's an ugly 6-3 loss. In round 1 and round 2, we had ugly first game 1 shows, but then we came back and won the game. This time, again, ugly game 1 show, but this time we lost the game. So, by the way, I lost the game. Anyone out there? We're still doing that from 2006. But in game 2, we've been known to come back harder, and that's exactly what we need to do with home ice advantage. We got to tie the series at 1 and make it a best. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I pressed advanced today too many times. I thought I'd pressed left and then pressed X to press on the game. I'm sorry. It's just 1 game, but I'm sorry. Kevin Fialo has a strained hamstring. He's out for a game. Oh, man. That is very, 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 very rare. That is very, 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 very rare. I'm sorry about that, everyone. So I thought I had pressed left first. I guess it didn't register on my controller. Kevin Fiala has a strained hamstring. He's out for a game. We don't know what the result of the game was. Yeah, we better have won that game. So Emlin's going to stay, so that means Stenberg will come back. Okay, Slim have had enough. Come back in 10 minutes. Who's going to come up here? Stenberg, or we need the fourth line to be a bit stronger? I don't know. I like Stenberg where he is. So I'm going to go with Fanaseyev here, actually. On the power play, Stenberg, sorry, Fanaseyev will come out. He did before, but now it's, because that was when Emlyn was injured, so now with the Latvians could be tough. First time in 26 episodes, I think we can let this one slide. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Who's going to go on the power play here? He's not out for long. Who's going to go here? Bo. Yeah, let's get some power play time to Bo, actually. Let's do that. Power play time for Bo. And on the four-man... Does Valachevitz have any time here on the four-man? No. So Valachevitz will go on the four-man power play. Okay, so let's do the result now of what Game 2 brought us. At home, it was a 3-0 shutout. Let's go! All right, Juha Mikkola shows up in a huge way. Fiala injured, but that's a big 3-0 victory. Juha Mikkola with his first shutout of this postseason. 924 save percentage. Well done to Juha. Mikkola gets us the 3-0 win at home to tie this series at 1. All right, advance a day now and no more. Okay, so now at TD Garden for Game 3 in what will be a best-of-5 series. Here we go with the series tied at 1. Juha Mikkola with the shutout. I would love to see who got the goals, though. I wish we had known that. All right, it's a love-hate thing. One day and no... One day and no further. Well said, Michael. First period, 0-0. Shots 13-14, more than tripling in our favor. Yeah, so second period now, 0-0 it remains. Close to double now, 23-13, 0-0 after 40. Third period action, first goal could be a huge one. Power play Boston, killed off, good. 12 minutes to go, shots are pretty even. Boston's fighting back here. Into the final 7 minutes. Oh, thank you, Andrew. I'll help you out with that in a second. Cole Hudson puts us up with 5 to go. Will that be enough from Cole? 3 minutes left. Don't you dare tell me. Oh, Fanaseyev, that's the empty netter. And it's going to be back-to-back shutouts from Juha Mikkola. Wow. So shots end 31-26 in our favor. Hudson scores the lone goal. Fanaseyev adds the empty netter. And we win 2-0 with back-to-back shutouts. So here are the stats from this game. I'll try to get the stats from the last game as well as much as possible here. We know where the Boston series started and what happened in Game 1. Yeah, so we'll try and do what we can. Shouldn't be, so especially by looking at this, it shouldn't be too hard. Perfect. Thank you for that. 3 stars in this one. Mikkola, first star, of course. Dostal, understandable, second star. Well done. And Cole Hudson, who replaced Sam Girard on the first pair left D as first star with the game-winning goal. So back-to-back shutout victories. Mikkola with his first 2 shutouts of the entire postseason. So let me show you the rest of the stats here. If you're trying to piece it together later on, Dice. You're trying to piece it together later on. He heard us calling him out in the Dallas series and locked up. It must be. Must be. Here are the stats if that helps you. Or maybe, it would probably be easier if I look at it in the actual stats page. So from down, like I said, Game 1 scare, but then we win 2 now. And we're up 2-1. So here's some here are the stats you'd want to see. There you go. What's the save percentage looking like now? 929 save percentage. Brindamore had to come in somewhere. Not sure when. Oh no, it was when... That's odd. He came in for just 4 shots against, but he took the loss? Poor Brindamore. When Mikko got pulled, I guess, in that... in Game 1, maybe? I suppose. Alright, Game 4 at TD Garden. Yeah, must be that. Exactly. Must be that. in that barn burner game 1. TD Garden game 4 to go up 3-1 in the series, or will it be tied 2-2 and make it a best of 3? Allons jouer. Did I get that right? That's off the top of my head. Not going to translate. That would be aller jouer. If you go play, is that what you're saying? Aller. A-L-L-E-Z. Allons. It would be nous allons. It would be if we're going to play. But if you're saying to someone, go play, it's allez, sorry, blanking. First period, 1-0 Bruins. Let's play. On joue. Maybe that's on joue. We play. Let's play. On y va. On va jouer. Let's play. There's not really a translation for let us. Like that'd be like laisse nous. Laisse nous jouer. It doesn't really work in the same. Let us. Laisse nous jouer. Let us play is more like, oh, come on, let us play. We want to play. Kind of like that. Allez, the imperative tense. Exactly. Of the verb. Well, no, the imperative, it would be A-L-L-E-R would be the imperative. E-Z is with the conjugated for vous. A-L-L-E-R would be the imperative. So, sorry. No French lessons. 14-11 the shots for the Bruins after 20. Lindholm with the lone goal. Second period, 1-1 now. Elias Lindholm ties it. 23-23 are the shots. 1-1 is the score. This will be a huge third period. Bruins win this period. It's a 2-2 series. And make it a best of 3. If we win this period, we're up 3-1 in this series on the brink of going to the Stanley Cup final. The Bruins would have to win 3 games in a row. Let's go out there, and as always, this far and no further. Third period action, who's going to do it? Let's look up and down that bench and say, who's going to do it? Zaka makes it 2-1. I need somebody to tie it fast. Go out there and tie it. Let's go, boys. And we give up a power play. 3-1. Hold on. Okay, Cole Hudson makes it 3-2. We're back in it. That power play goal is going to hurt us, though. Halfway through the third, we're down by 1. We're still in the mix here. 6:44 to go. Let's hop in. 2:53 left. Learning hockey and French. Why not? Sessions for 15 hours. I can give some reasonable rates. We haven't hopped in for any overtimes in a little bit here, so I say let's hop into it. With 2.5 to go, we're down by 1. That power play goal hurt us. What is your least favorite jersey number? That's hard to say. Least favorite? No problem, Mark. Update on what? Like where we are? It is game 4 of round 3. Here against the Bruins. That's what it is. Yeah, game 4, round 3, overtime. We're up 2-1 in the series. If we win this game, we go up 3-1. If the Bruins win, they tie the series at 2. Done my video. I'm not going to comment anymore. No problem. Thanks for being here still, Leafs King. Appreciate you, buddy. 24 for Matt Cook. I don't know if I have a least favorite. I don't think I have a least favorite jersey number. My favorite is 22. 2 2s never lose. I live my life by that. The score is 3-2. Since when does Zaka hit the net? Favorite NHL club logo of all time? Oh, that's tough as well. Oh, Mighty Ducks are hard to say no to, right? But Shelly, that's blocked there. Where's the professor? He's on summer break this series. Romanov windmill gets... Hold on in front. Broken up by McAvoy. We're going to get close to pulling the goalie soon here with 2.5 to go. Boldzuk stopped up the blue line. Palika. Stenberg picks it up now. Otto Stenberg into Bruins territory. Loses it, but Romanov picks it back up. Emelin down low. Girard takes it away from him. He's going to get board pinned by the Latvian laser beam. Fighting for it. Michelli board pinned as well. It's a 4-man brouhaha. Girard gets it out to Duclair. 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Boldzuk into the neutral zone and into Starfleet territory. Boldzuk still hanging on to it to Michelli. Short angle save there by Mikula. Board pinned. Yeah, he did. He did. Boldzuk. Duclair. Can't get that shot away. Come on, we're allowing more than we should be here. McAvoy. We gotta get a line change as well. Girard, that's gonna go wide. Alright, let's get out now. The first line coming out. Here we go. Big top 50 Bo stops up looking for the change. Panarin's out. Hold on. Power play coming up. This is going to be huge. Power play coming up here. Minute 36 to go. 2 for interference to Michelli. We're going to be careful now. We're going to pull the goalie soon. Not yet. We're going to pull the goalie soon. We're going to have a minute and a half here of power play. We won't do it right away, but very soon. That's it. We can't let the spaceman get involved. He's a momentum starter for the Bruins. I hear you. All right, first unit is out. 0 for 3 on the night with 1 shot. Rubric with the point. Hudson! Blocker save. Great shot there. Allen board pin. Rubric picks it up. Rubric skating on net. Can't quite get it through. Rubric's trying to squeeze it by. Behind the net now. To the point. Hudson. Stenberg giving away to Zaka. Keeping it in. Stenberg fighting. Rubric scores! That was Otto Stenberg. Rubric with the celly. Tying it up. With it now being 4-4 game. Or was it 3-3? I forget. 5th of the postseason on the power play. Rubric, his first of the series. On the power play, and that ties this game up. Otto Stenberg fighting at that blue line. What a monster. Whew, and we're all tied up. We have life in this one. Bruins taking a timeout as they give up that power play goal. The 30% power play strikes right there. Rhino Rube. Stenbrick. Valchevich throwing the body around. Yeah, 3-3, sorry. Minute 15 to go, and we're tied at 3. Rubric's 5th of the postseason and 1st of the series, assisted by Rubric. We got a sip here after that one. For Vix. Ooh, behind the net. Ooh. What? What is that? Puts it in his own net. Classic. Just let him walk in and have that go through. What's Landon pinging me about here? Alright, minute 6 to go and we're back in the same situation. Trying to tie it up again. Minute 06 to go, and we'll pull the goalie momentarily, I suppose, again. Well, not again, just for the first time now. Down by 1 once more. Patra, glove save. Doggy's bullying me. Doggy! 58.1 to go. Defensive zone draw, won by the Bruins there. Lindholm hit off the puck, though, at the blue line. Can McIntyre get it out? No. Here's DeBrusque. Yeah, the own netters need to be updated here. NHL 25, maybe by NHL 31. Cider. Perfetti. All right, skate, big boy. Skate. Goalie being pulled. Let's see. Hudson. McIntyre. Good. Let's set something up now. Set it up, boys. Cider. McIntyre with the empty net. Behind the net. Perbix. And this is going to be it now, right? This is it. Where are you going? DeBrusque, okay, he gets hit. Good. Okay, the second line came out. I didn't do that. Lindholm trying to skate through skates. Hold on. Going down behind the net. 16 seconds. Lindholm behind the net. Cider. Hudson. Lindholm. Rubik. Shoot, big boy. Emelin. Oh, Emelin. Emelin almost with the bat in. Emelin almost bats it in. Hold on. Let's get the, let's take a timeout here. 6-on-5 with 8 seconds to go. Emelin almost batted that one in. What are they showing me here? Okay, thank you. What did you... What? Why? Why did they show us that? Ryan Goalie. Coach Ryan Goalie takes the timeout here. I think Lindholm's the extra attacker when the first line is out. I think. Perfetti taking the dot. Taking the draw. He wins it. Back to Hudson. Panarin. Shoot, big boy! No one wants to shoot. But Duclair was going to get his shot, and that just misses. And Boston wins 4-3 to tie the series at 2. Shots end 39-34, and we lose 4-3 the final there. All right, it's a best of 3 now, ladies and gentlemen. Feels like the in-game cutscenes get worse. Yeah, those in-game cutscenes were ugly. All right, so we're on to Game 5. At home, hosting the Bruins. Let's keep it rolling. Man. Not looking at changes yet. On the brink of elimination, we'll think about changes, if that ever gets to that point. But it's a best of 3. NHL 14. Did I have 14? I had 14. It was 13 that I didn't have. I used to get them every year. Then at a certain point, I started getting them every second year, taking a year off, 2 years off. I didn't start buying them every year until I started doing YouTube. And even then, I used to buy them just in the summer and make videos for a couple months. All right, Game 5, and the Bruins score on the first shot. Great. Game 5, Round 3. First period, 1-1. Thank you, McIntyre ties it. Shots end 14-8 after 20. Second period now, 3-2 Bruins. Pastrnak and Robbins make it 3-1, but thank you, Valacievich finally waking up here. Oh, making it 3-2. We're outshooting Boston 28-21. But we're down by 1 here in the third period. We don't want to go down 3-2. We got to get back into this series, into this game, ASAP. Let's do it. Third period action in front of the home fans. Boston power play. We kill it off. Power play for us. Power play Boston again. Oh my goodness. Killed off all around. 5-on-3 and Panarin scores. Thank you. 5-on-3 still going. That's killed off. All right. Power play goal from Panarin. Ties it at 3. Is that his first goal of the postseason? 5 minutes to go. No! Zaka scores with 4 minutes to go. Oh my goodness, the Bruins are getting us good here. I don't know either, Cameron.
Late goings of this third period of play for...
Oh my goodness. 40-29, and we're being stoned by 83 overall Lucas Dostal. Yeah, who knows, Connoisseur, who knows. We still have a lot of time left to score on our side. That's a lot of time for Boston to score too. Boston's really starting to annoy me now, says Hobbsy. I feel that. You know what? I want to get Emmelin out there. Who's going to leave the top 6 just for this game here? Check the other team and check for an injury. That's why a player gets a made. Gotcha. Okay, we'll check that out, Dexter. Rubric, he scored that was a power play goal, but still he's a left-handed shot on. I like that. No, maybe Emmelin's. Yeah, okay, it's a long. Yeah, we'll get to the third line anyways. There's still 3:52 to go. Those ultimate data motivation speeches. That's gonna come soon enough here. Panarin's a monster. Okay, here we go. Ramirez slips by everybody. Okay, Perfetti on net. That stopped. Oh, yeah. Don't get me started on Pro. Do not get me started on Pro. Perfetti! Big pad save in tight. Perfetti again. Short angle save. Oh, wow. Pastrnak. Across to DeBrusque. Cross ice there. McAvoy. Pastrnak has it again. Down to Putzka. Pope hangs on to possession. Putzka. Girard. Pastrnak. Stop. Oh, another joke of a goal. Another joke of a goal. What is that? He has it. He's going to hang on to it. Trickles behind him, and then what? He just kicks it in with his own skate? As the animation of him trying to grab the puck. The animation of him grabbing the puck made the puck go in. That's even worse than the last one. I'm speechless. Missions, everything ridiculous. Down by 2 now, with still some time. Sider blocked. Girard all the way down. Pastrnak. No, technically it was Mikko who put it in his own net. Hudson tries to skate by Girard. Not going to happen. 3 minutes to go. Alright, Anthony Duclair skating in. On net, that's saved at least. Around the net, but picked up by Valacievich. Getting it up to Lindholm. Here comes the captain now. We need a captain-sized effort. Lindholm slips by. Let's go on net. One timer has broken up as Rubric was on the doorstep. Boldzuk bumped off the puck by Valacievich. Sorry, not Rubric. But Michelli's going to come away with it. We got to pull the goalie next time we have an offensive zone possession. Sider to Hudson. Let's change the defensive pairs. Hudson, nope. See, we need offensive zone possession. Oh, I didn't mean to change the line. Michelli! I think wide. I think that's the third out. One timer. Mikko gets the shoulder save. Alright, third line coming out. And we'll pull the goalie as soon as we get into the offensive zone and can hold possession there. Defensive zone draw for Big Bo. Voodoo Doctors, I know. Perbix. DeBrusque. Okay, here's Bo now. Get it out, big boy. Over to Emelin. Your time to shine, Vyacheslav. You pull the goalie. No. Send him back. Send him back. DeBrusque. Coming in. Little move. Quatra. Picked off by Eriksson. Look at... Whoa! Great defensive play by Eriksson. That looked like real NHL for a second. That was the best animation I've seen. I've seen the worst one. Bo slips by. Stenberg on net. Stopped by Dostal. Pulling, returning. I'm going back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Pasternak. Can't get by Emelin. Look at that. Okay, let's pull the goalie. Sorry, or was it Eriksson? Stenberg. Oh my goodness. I'm keeping him pulled. Minute 23 to go. Down by 2. Eriksson. Stenberg. You press the touchpad and L1 on PlayStation. In front, Stenberg! Oh. Yeah, we have a face-off to take a timeout. We have no timeout. We have no face-off yet. Cider! Big save there. Dostal got a piece of it. Horvat. Emelin! That stopped as well. Perbix. Pinned. Here's... Come on, go for the... Where are you going? Where are you going? What? I didn't call for a change, even. I didn't even call for a change. The computer calls for a change. You can pick up the puck right here and shoot, but no. Skate full speed to the bench. Oh, I hate this game. This has been incredible. This has been shocking. I didn't even say to change. Can someone go back and check for sure? I didn't even say to change the line. And Panarin... But it worked out, I guess. Not the point, but still. Red alert. You can hear the red alert in the back. Artemi Panarin. Just mind-controlled drones. Actually, second line will go out. Face off if we can get offensive zone pressure. Timeout and pulled goalie if we can get offensive zone face off. Panarin gets us back in it, but it might be too late here. 42.2 seconds to go. Lindholm on the dot. Mind control device, I guess. Bruins win the draw. That's not good. Girard. Rubric. All right, pull the goalie. Here we go. 2-on-1. Rubric. Here we go. 30 seconds. Rubric shoots. Can't get the shot away as the stick was in the lane. Good save there. Michelli. Lindholm to the point. Palika. Romanov through traffic. No. And Duclair's going to come away with it. On net. That's blocked. 15 seconds to go, getting board pinned. Still time for one last rush. McIntyre's out as the extra attacker. Lindholm, 10 seconds. Rubric, shoot in front! Scores! Elias Lindholm, the captain! Oh my goodness, what a roller coaster of a game! Was it Ken with 4 seconds to go? With 6 seconds to go! What a rally! What a rally! Elias Lindholm, what a story this has been! Do you believe in miracles? Oh, kapla, 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 kapla. If you speak Klingon, you know. Woo! Captain Clutch. Clutch home with 6.9 seconds left at home in front of the fans. Can we make it to overtime now? Yes. We are off to overtime. Wow. From down by 2 with under a minute left, we've tied it at 5. Shots are 51 to 32. And we're tied at 5. Next player to score puts his team up 3-2 in this series and 1 win away from the Stanley Cup final. Had to speak that into existence. Let's go, Caleb. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck here, and leave your predictions for your OT winner. Oh, don't just let him walk in. Poitras stop shot saved there by Mikola. DeBrusque. Poitras in tight. Mikola makes the save. Come on, we didn't get all the way here to overtime for that. Even if I wouldn't be as upset with an overtime loss as that 5-3 loss would have been. But still, we made it this far. Let's get the dub. Good, thanks, Leafs King. Staying with Emlyn says Dice. McAvoy picked off. Here comes Panarin. Latvian Laser Beam. A couple of votes for the Latvian Laser Beam. Alright, coming up now, it's McIntyre. At 9:45, thanks, King Turby. One-timer! Oh, Panarin with a blocker save from Dostal. Panarin almost had the winner. McIntyre with space. The Professor in tight again. Big save. Thanks, everybody. Cider on net. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the love. I can count on you to be my caretakers. Hudson comes away with it. Perfetti with some space. Perfetti. On net, Perfetti. Come on. Hudson! Blocker save again. Panarin. Oh, Panarin! Oh, what a save! In tight. Oh, scramble save by Dostal. What, like a floundering fish in the crease. McIntyre. Oh, another scramble! Oh, my goodness. Lucas Dostal. Still fighting is the Professor. Perfetti! Big save! Oh, and Dostal will hang on. What a sequence. Oh my goodness. What a series of saves from Dostal. Wow. This is entertainment, says Leafs King. Nearly a weird goal of their own. I saw that too. Second line out. Dostal 53 saves. Bruins win the draw. Here's Perbix into Starfleet territory. He gets by his man. Michelli in tights! I tried so hard.
He's eye to eye with the goaltender and a perfect fake right there and the ability to move it to the forehand and bring it home.
Thanks so much for joining us for this postseason.
Dostal made the saves. In the end, the shots 58-35. I'd sing it more if it wasn't copyright. 58-35. What a comeback, and we lose 6-5. What a way for it to end. Picked up the puck, lost it, Michelli in tight. Defender couldn't get to him. Nice tuck. 58-35. Man, we have 58 shots. How often do you get 58 shots on net? The good luck from the donos are drying up, so make sure you leave a like if you haven't already. We need as much luck as possible from the likes now. Down 3-2 in the series now with back-to-back one-goal losses. Kevin Fiala back to full health. That's good news. We'll get him back in the lineup. That is good news. Fanasev had a goal and an assist and was a +2. Favorite hockey team? The Canadiens. Do we keep Busenius out? And Afanasev in, maybe? I don't know. Even Breland, though. Busenius has a weird number of penalty minutes. You know what? Busenius is going to stay out, I think. Busenius out. Stenberg down to the fourth line. I think Fiala will come in. Hey, Dan, this far and no further with a 9.99. Hey, thanks for reigniting the light. Sorry, I didn't mean to try and say, hey, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, send a dono. That's not what I'm saying. Leave a like is more than enough. Thank you. But thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. That'll be another 2 entries for you there, bringing you to 9. Thank you, sir. So Fiala's back in the lineup. He'll replace there, and then Fanasev will replace here. There we go. On the power play, it was Bo. How did Bo do on the power play? And then Caleb himself with a 9.99. Hey, Caleb coming in too. Caleb, that adds 2 more entries. Caleb already had 2. That brings Caleb to 4. This far and no further, we say. Picking back off of Dan. This far and no further. Thank you, Dan. Dice, I hate to interrupt, but can you empower me to time people out in Discord? Oh yeah, you can do that. As you can add a give them the role of muted. If you're a mod, I don't think you can time out unless you're an admin. So give them the role of muted. Who needs to be muted? What's going on over there? Double dono. Okay, so yeah, sorry, Bo. Power play points. Did you get any? No, no power play points. So I'm gonna take him off the power play. It's good for the ice time. It's good for the ice time, but we're gonna go ahead and put. Yeah. Thank you. It's a short-term fix. The timeouts can be. Thank you. I appreciate you taking care of it. The timeouts can be for bigger things later on, but just for a quick fix, giving them the role of muted works out. So sorry, it's Fiala. Yeah, sorry, it's Fiala who goes here. Fiala goes here. Emlyn. Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Hey. Oh my goodness, I gotta go the long way. Fiala here. Hudson here. Come on! Oh, so laggy. Leafs, can I use the hockey logo you use in the franchise one for AHL for your AHL team? Oh, that's cool. I love that logo. All right, enjoy. Cole Hudson back here. You can't create your own logos in AHL, no. In MLB The Show, you can. Ads creating something like Brown to find cheapers or stuff and use. No, I haven't. I don't think so, RJ. But I get a lot of ads that I just filter out of my brain. Oh, perfect. On your TV. I'm on the big screen. Love it. Okay. Whew, here we go. Do we want to make any changes to this lineup? Game 6. We got to push for 7. Any changes to this lineup? 10 points from Perfetti. McIntyre, Vachevitz. Do we want to promote Lindholm, maybe? That's true. The Swiss Army knife. He fits in a lot of different places. Does Lindholm go first line? Then Rubrick's second line, and Emlyn's... third line, then Emlyn? Oh, no, because then Bo Horvat can't go there. Rubrick would have to go top line. I don't want Rubrick top line. Yeah, that's the problem. Unless Perfetti went on the wing, but... No, it doesn't really work. Bo would have to go fourth line. No. If we go no Canadians on the first line, that means our 3 Canadians. Perfetti, Rubrick, and Horvat have to go second, third, fourth line. We can't do that. Unless we are saying Lindholm to the wing here, McIntyre to here, Perfetti to here, but Panarin's doing fine where he is. Unless McIntyre comes down to the second line, and Lindholm moves up to be wing there, but I don't think that works really either. Top 50 Bo is on the third line. If he comes to the second, it would bump Rubrick down to the third. And Emlyn could center that line. He could. Rubrick could go third line. We could put Bo second line center. Lindholm, Bo, Valchevitz. And Rubrick goes third line with Emlyn and Fiala. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. I think this could work. I think we'll try this. How good has Perfetti been? 10 points. Plus 3. On defense, 15 points plus 8, 10 points plus 5, 3 points plus 9, 7 points plus 6. Romanov, 2 points plus 1. Sandy Plika, 7 points plus 3. Yeah? And of course, Mikola with a 918 save percentage. Perfetti has not been good enough, but our only other option is Bo. Because we need a Canadian centerman, or we need someone Canadian. Either Perfetti goes third line and Rubrick goes first line. We can't switch Stenberg because Emlyn is also Latvian. Breland and Emlyn are both Latvian, so we can't do that. Emlyn has to stay third line. So we could make a swap like that. Then McIntyre goes first line center. McIntyre first line center, Perfetti to the wing, or he goes down to the second or third line, but that would bump other players around as well. So Perfetti, if he were to go second line center, that would mean Horvat comes first line, or goes third line, and Rubric goes first line. Would we rather have Panarin, McIntyre, Rubric? Should we do guys with the most goals on the first line as best as we can with the nationalities? That's kind of what we're doing is with Panarin as the playmaker, McIntyre goal scorer, and then Lindholm goal scorer, right? No, it would be... do we say Bo top line? Is that what we said? Yeah, he does seem best on the wing as well. Chevich, yeah, he was first overall pick. So does Bo go first line center? No, I think we keep Perfetti. I think we keep Perfetti. But on the second line, do we go Valchevitz, Horvat, Lindholm? Is that what we had said? Or am I forgetting what I had said? Sorry, let me go back in my records here on the live stream. Let me go back a few seconds, sorry, before I started confusing myself. What had I said? Perfetti, McIntyre, Horvat, Lindholm, I think I had said. Yeah, I think that's what we had said. Classic speech coming up, says Mr. T. I think we're going to have a classic one. So, I think we try this as the lineup then. Let's do that. Because Panarin is the playmaker. That's the thing, though, yeah. Because Perfetti's not really scoring. Bo on left wing first and captain runs center. Like this. McIntyre has the better face-offs. I don't know, Bo on the wing, he doesn't have a good first-line fit. And he has 90 face-offs. I really want Bo to stay center. Wherever he plays, I want him to be center. Does Perfetti go third line? Then something like this? No, Lindholm probably stays center. Emelin top 6 even? If he does, someone here has to drop out. Even Fiala may be top 6. Because Perfetti, it's because the Canadians. That's the problem. The Canadian nationalities are forcing us to make decisions here. Because Horvat and Rubric can't play together. Does Rubric get top line? Bo center, Panarin second line. It doesn't solve our problem, though, unfortunately. Chavitz gets the top line minutes with his 6 goals. Panarin the playmaker. Lindholm playmakes here. I like that first line, but the second line doesn't really work. Panarin can go there for sure. Bo second line center. Panarin hasn't been horrible. He just hasn't been good enough for the first line. So Perfetti probably stays second. So Panarin, Perfetti, Rubric. He is relied on as the goal scorer. Fiala, yeah. Fiala, Horvat, Emelin stays. So sorry, it's a lot of discussions here. Swap Emelin and Rubric. We could, but then who from the third line goes to the fourth line or the first line? Rubric and Valachevitz might have to swap then. And then Finn on second, same spot. Just sorry, remind me there, Cameron. What you're trying to say there? We could do this: Rubric top line with McIntyre and Lindholm, Panarin, Perfetti, Valachevitz, Emelin, Horvat, Fiala. We could do this. Do we like this? Finn to seconds for third. Switch same. What's Finn? Are you saying Fiala? Defense can stay as it's been. Special teams can stay as it's been as well. Rubric 5 goals, Lindholm 8 goals, McIntyre 10 goals. Fiala the second for the third, switch same spot. So switching Fiala and Panarin, you're saying? I don't know. Fiala, 6 points. I know limited ice time, but 6 points from him versus Panarin with 15. Panarin's point per game. Panarin just sims well. I think we got to keep Panarin in the top 6. I'm going to say this is our lineup. We tweaked around with it a little. We played around with it. Perfetti off the top line. Because of the nationalities, we're going to give Rubric a chance there. Panarin, Perfetti, Valachevitz as the second line. Let's see how this goes. The captain will center our top line with McIntyre there on his wing on the left side for some 1Ts. And here we go for Game 6 of the semifinal. The Bruins win on home ice and they go to the Stanley Cup final. He was out and third seems to be struggling. I hear you. It's just, I don't know if I can trust Fiala with Perfetti. It's like I need Panarin to be the anchor of that line because Perfetti's been struggling a little bit there. We need to win this game to push it to 7 back home on the holodeck. Gentlemen, we know this team. We've told them already. We've told ourselves this far and no further. What a rally in Game 5. That showed character. But now we've been tested once again by the Q continuum. We've been tested once more. Game 6, we got to win back-to-back. We've done it before, we can do it again. We moved some pieces around, but no matter who you're playing with, what line you're on, what your ice time is, you are a part of this team because you are a Starfleet officer. You are a Starfleet officer. Some of you have been here for that cup that we won in 2027 against this Bruins team. Some of you are newer. Some of you have seen the success of the 50-plus win seasons. But this is where it comes down to who's going to beat the Kobayashi Maru and who's flunking out of Starfleet Academy. Not all of you were there at Wolf 359. Not all of you were there. This is for my real Trekkies. But for those of you who were, you found a way to survive. And that's what I'm asking you to do again today. Find a way to survive. This far and no further. Game 6, Round 3, TD Garden. The stage is yours. Controller down. Times 8. Cole Perfetti opens up the power play goal. 1-0 Starfleet. And Ryan Rubric on the top line! Listening to the added mandate. 2-0 halfway through the first with Ryan Rubric on that top line. Power play Bruins killed off. Oslin scores late though. 2-1 after 20. Second period, it's a 1-goal lead. 1-goal lead in the second. I need someone to add to it. We changed those lines for a reason. DeBrusque ties the game. But Afanaseyev on the fourth line. There's that fourth line grinding effort. In the Jeffries tubes, getting it done. 3-2 Starfleet. Final couple minutes of the period. Hold it down. Power play late. And we'll head into the third period. Shots tied at 21. Up by 1. 3-2 Starfleet. A few seconds left in the power play 2. As Afanaseyev has put us up by 1. It comes down to this last period to push it to 7. We said no further. Now show them no further. Third period action in Boston. Up by 1. 5 minutes in, no scoring. Holding on to that 3-2 scoreline. We got to add to it. I'm looking at Balachevitz. I'm looking at Fiala. Power play Boston. Thank goodness it's killed off. Final 5 minutes. Power play Boston again. Killed off once more. Final 2 minutes. We hang on tight for a scary 3-2 win. Shots end tied at 31. And we come away with a tight 1-goal game to push this series to 7. Who's taking these penalties? Eriksson interference, Fiala holding the stick. Great. Game 5 showed character. Character! Mikola makes 29 saves, McIntyre 2 assists, and Afanaseyev the game-winning goal down on that fourth line. In the lower decks, getting it done. And we push this series to 7. The Coyotes are through. The best 2 words in sports. Game 7. The Coyotes are through. The Utah Yeti are through. Yeah, we need some discipline in there. Who will face the Coyotes in the Stanley Cup final? It'll be the Starfleet Officers or the Boston Bruins. Need another sip here. Excuse me. Game 7 action. I don't need to tell you what I told you again. I don't need to tell you again, gentlemen. I do not need to tell you again. Rubric showed up. Afanaseyev showed up. I need the top 9 to do what it knows it can do. We need goals from Emelin. The Latvian laser beam needs to score a couple goals for us. Bo, you're here for defense. 4-star defense, 90 faceoffs. Wake up, Bo. You're top 50 for a reason. Valachevitz, I know you're a rookie, but you can do it. Perfetti, Panarin, get it done. Play make for the 5-star shooter. Come on now. Defense, stay solid. You're doing what you can do. And Mikkola, keep it up. 919 save percentage. Keep doing that. Game 7. Semifinal. Yes, we won the Stanley Cup in 2027, Leafs King. All comes down to this on home ice at Enterprise Arena. Game 7, Round 3. Winner goes to fight for Lord Stanley. Game 7, controller down. Ooh, Ryan Rubrick on that top line! Mr. T senses a Bo top 50 game winning goal. And Kevin Fiala, yes! 2 quick goals, just like Game 6. Yeah, I would do that too, Leafs King. Power play killed off. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. Power play Bruins, that's killed off by Starfleet. Power play San Francisco killed off as well. Hang on tight, and that's the first period. Let's get old man Panarin his cup, Starfleet, so we can retire from Starfleet as a solid rear admiral. I like that. I like that. Very well said, Cameron. 2-0 after 20 shots, 16-7, more than double in our favor. Second period, don't stop for a second. Warp 9.9. Let's see it. 5 minutes in, 2-0 it remains, more than doubling the shots. Halfway through this game with a 2-0 lead. We're limiting their shots for sure, but that doesn't mean they won't get some, so we got to make sure we add more to our total. Second period is going to end 2-0 it remains. Shots are 27-15 in our favor after a scoreless second period. Yeah, Sheldon keeps getting fired today. Big news. Third period action up by 2. Will it be enough? I would love to add to it, but let's see what we can do in this third and final period. We said this far and no further. Show the fans exactly what you mean. Third period action in San Francisco. 5 minutes in, hanging on tight. Power play. Starfleet, it's Artemi Panarin! Old man Panarin, and Fiala gets his second! That should be enough! Oh my goodness! Sam Girard scores on the power play. Oh no, McAvoy! McAvoy makes it a 2-goal game with 2 minutes to go, but thankfully it's enough! Rubric gets another! From down 3 games to 2. The Starfleet officers fight their way back to the Stanley Cup final for the 4th time in 8 years, fighting for a second Stanley Cup. The Starfleet officers are through, outshooting Boston 38-28. We win 5-2. Mikkola, what an effort. 3 points from the captain, 2 goals from Rubric, 2 goals from Fiala. McIntyre, 2 assists plus 3. Panarin, -1, but he scored a goal. Valachevitz, you're hurting me here. Old man says no further. And Mikkola with a 929 save percentage. That was our first Game 7 since 2028 versus St. Louis. That was another comeback series. Thanks for that history there, Dice. Rubric, Fiala, Lindholm. That was another comeback series. We were really down by that one. Yes, Leafs King. In 2027, we won the Cup with this franchise. Oh, and we are through to face the Coyotes, the Arizona-Utah Coyotes. I think we've faced Arizona before, yes? Let me see, Arizona... Oh, no, we haven't. I'm thinking the Vancouver series. No, we have not faced Arizona yet. Let me add this to my chart here. Win Boston 7. There we go. And now here we are in the Cup final. Whew, that was our first 7-game series. That was... Yeah, since 2029, or 2028, yeah. We've only lost 1 Game 7 against Minnesota in round 1. How about that? Oof. Bradman with pasta, the starch line. Oh boy. Okay, so let's take a second to just check everything out. In the AHL, what happened? Did we win? What happened in the AHL? 2027 vibes, I'm feeling it. Let's go visiting Lord Stanley's estate in 6. I'd love to see it. No, we lost against Syracuse. Too bad. Oh boy. This is turning out to be an all-timer, eh? How far are we into this one? We're at 2 hours 23. We'll probably end closer to 3 hours in the end. Yeah, the Yotes beat us in the regular season, eh? It's true. Laugh makes it 2-1. The real world. So at this point, still 2 point per game plus players. Lindholm 22 in 17. The captain. Man, oh man. McIntyre 18. Panarin 16. Hudson 15. Valachevitz with 12. He's slowed down though. Emelin 12. Also slowed down, but still hard to be upset with that. 11 from Perfetti. 11 from Stenberg. I drops in 20. Thank you. 8 goals from Rubric. He's woken up. Plus 16. Whoa. Sider 10, Horvat 9, Ramirez 9, Fiala 8, Pelika 7, Eriksson 4 and a plus 11, Afanaseyev with 3 including a game-winning goal, Romanov 3, Breland 2, Busenius 2 and 15. He's been pulled now for Afanaseyev, and thank goodness we did. Little decisions like that. Afanaseyev and his game-winning goal. Good thing it worked out taking Busenius out when we did. Goaltenders, Mikkola 12, 3, and 2 with 2 shutouts, a .919 save percentage, and 2.52 goals against. Dan, every time I leave for a few minutes, we win. Guess I gotta go. No, it's okay. It's all right. No double cups if we do win the cup. How do you mean? Like it won't be... Well, we could always do it next year. Right? Perfect. All right, so let's check out this Arizona lineup here in 2031. Coyotes. All right, so Clayton Keller, Logan Cooley, and Vitaly Koltsov, 4th overall pick in 2024, 5-star sniper, 10 goals, 16 points in 18 games. Oh, that's what you mean, double of AHL, NHL. I see. Second line, Doug Halpern, Nick Schmaltz, and Caden Kang the Conqueror, 5th overall pick in 2027. Sheesh. Third line, Daniil Boot, Thomas this is going to be a great one. For all of you who love to hear me pronounce a French name. Thomas de Ruisseau. Thomas de Ruisseau. What a name. Dmitry Leonov. And then, here he is. Former Starfleet officer Consta Hellenius. Here in Arizona. We traded him to Ottawa. Now we found his way to Arizona. 28 points for him this season as a -12. Just for that name, we should get him, eh? With Kavanov and Yarventi on the 4th line. Deep lineup here for the Coyotes. 86, 84 on the 3rd line. Who are these guys? So Doug Halpern, 4th overall pick in 2029, 5-star sniper again. Schmaltz has 13 points. And Kang the Conqueror, 11 points, 11 goals, 17 points for him. My goodness. No, I don't think he's a real prospect. That's it. It's not. You would think that it's a longer sound pronunciation. D-E-S, Rui, R-U-I, and then so. S-S, and E-A-U-X, O. Des Ruisseaux. Des Ruisseaux. There you go. You would think it sounds a lot longer. Man, so yeah, great lineup here with the forwards. Defensively, we got Simashev and Drysdale in the top pair, Whitecloud and JJ Moser, and third pair, Arbor Jackeye with Maxence Guillemette. How are they doing here? Drysdale 5 assists, Dimitri. So the defense is not adding much scoring. I see. And goaltending, it's Michael Hrabal for sure. Medium elite goaltender who they have in the real world. I'm so glad they added the ability to say the teams and player were on, not just the... Oh, yes. I hated that you couldn't see what team they played for. Hrabal's been a good goalie for the Coyotes for the most part. Only 3 postseasons. This is the deepest run yet. Backed up by Milan Linter. Scratches, Furcus, Montour, and Andreas Janssen. All right, so it's a great lineup here. Mikkola shut King Kang down, and we clutch out, get the old man a cup, and into the sunset, not a step further. Oof. Sorry, I had a hard time reading that because it was half cut off by my... you guys don't see this, but when the messages show up on my screen, it's on my television where my PlayStation is streaming from, and sometimes it cuts off the messages, and I have to read between my laptop at the same time. Is Data jealous the Yotes have so much Quebecois representation? No, I'm okay with it. I'm all right. Perfect, doggy. All right. I hope everyone's... When I go back in the Discord after the stream, I hope I see lots of good behavior. So here we go. What was their seed again? They were the lowest seed of the top 4 remaining, correct? The 10th seed Coyotes. Yeah, so they beat the 3rd seed Red Wings in 6 games. So they took down the 7 seed Flyers in 5, the 15 seed Sharks in 7, the 3 seed Red Wings in 6. Now they face the 1 seed. All right, some people are getting banned until tomorrow then, I guess. Okay, and that's it. There we go. All right, Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. It's our 4th Stanley Cup Final in franchise history. It's our first in 3 years. Our 4th in franchise history. We lost in 6, won in 5, then lost in 4. What's our result going to be this time? June 2nd, 2031, Stanley Cup Final. Coyotes, Starfleet, here at the holodeck. Let's do it. First period, 1-0 Coyotes. It's Kang the Conqueror, short-handed, of course, opening it up. Gotta be careful of the Cinderella momentum, I hear you. I'm pretty sure Kang stole the Calder from Mikola. Yes, that's true, eh? Good catch there. I think that was true as well. My favorite live streamers on YouTube is Data72 and Pasta. Yeah, Pasta's good too. Second period, now 1-1. All right, Jalen Ramirez. He's had a few good goals here. A few important goals through the Sims. Outshooting the Coyotes 27-22, and we're tied at 1 thanks to Jalen Ramirez, one of the longer-serving players on this team at this point. Third period, Halpern gets the Coyotes back in front, and then Cooley makes it a 2-goal lead. I don't watch past him much, but I love the types of video he does. If he's annoying or whatever else, I couldn't tell you. I don't watch him very often, but his type of video I like, his simulations and all that. And it's 5-1. Okay, call it a day. 6-2 the final as Valanciunas adds 1 and Brindamore had to come in. All right, so once again, a horrible Game 1 outing. Kang with his 3 points. Once again, a horrible Game 1 outing. -4 from Panarin, -4 from Hudson, -3 from Valanciunas and Perfetti. Perfetti, man, you're killing me as well. 5 on 30 against Mikola. Brindamore allowed 1 goal on 3 shots. Not ideal. And 3 stars. There you go. Harabel with 33 saves. Bettman would love this, eh? All right. Big 6-2 loss. We lost Game 1 against the Bruins 6-3. This one we lost 6-2. So it's not the end of the world, but there's going to be a shorter leash from me making changes. Game 2, let's see a big effort in Game 2 here. Again, at home in front of the home fans here. If we cannot have a strong effort here, no matter what. Exactly. If we go down 0-2, line switcheroo. Exactly, Cameron. All right, Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final at home. After a tough 6-2 loss. First period, 3-1 Coyotes early. I'm not liking this from Mikola. Booth, Moser, Kavanagh, 3-0. And then Afanaseyev scores late to give us a little bit of life. Down by 2 after 20. Brindamore coming in now. Mikola gets pulled for a second straight game. And then Brindamore allows 1 quickly as well. Second period ends 5-1. Oh my goodness. We're being outscored 11-3. 11-3 through 5 periods. Where is the hunger? I agree, Cameron. Down by 4 in the third period. That's it. Just give up the power plays. That's it. What a horrible effort at home. Panarin scores in the power play. We still have power play. What's the team chant? I don't know. Let's go Starfleet. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, should have advanced the day, huh? Oh my goodness. 39-37, and Harabel puts on a show. Puts on a clinic. Harabel. Oh my goodness. And we dropped both games at home. Sorry, wrong thing there. Okay. Let's see. I don't think we'll touch the top line. Second line. Valanciunas and Perfetti down. Horvat and Fiala up. Unless you want Emlyn. Let's try Emlyn with Perfetti and Valachevitz. Let's try this. Panarin, Horvat, Fiala. I'll keep the fourth line as is. They're not really the problem, but they're not helping. +1, +3 with the first pair, yeah. +10, +5, +3, +2. Okay, Ludvig Eriksson might get top pair minutes here. I don't know. Cole Hudson plays big minutes here, too. Light speed, travel jitters, the warp speed, I know. Ramirez and Sider swap, maybe? I don't know if I want to take Hudson off the top pair. He has 16 points here. Eriksson and Sider, let's try that. Hudson and Ramirez, Eriksson and Sider. No, Sider's not the problem. Hudson seems to be more the problem. -4 last game and all that. Eriksson's coming up. Eriksson, Sider, Hudson... no, they're both American. Alright, the second pair becomes the top pair then. Eriksson, Ramirez, Hudson, Sider. I'm feeling kooky, I guess. Nikola's still our starter. Down 2-0 in the series. It's not over yet. But at Mullet Arena, or wherever they're playing in Arizona by 2031, or in Utah, this is a must-win game on the road. Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. Must win. A must-win game. This far, and no further. Come on now. First goal from Halpern already. Eriksson, hey, there he is in the top pair. Ludvig Eriksson, thank you. First period ends 1-1. There's some passion from Ludvig. Shots end 14-11. I know. They gotta keep the rules. We gotta keep the rules. Only break them when we do it unintentionally. Second period. I'm gonna let the second period run, I think. I'm going to let the second period run. Cole Hudson! Okay! So we swap Hudson and Eriksson, and our 2 goals come from Hudson and Eriksson. 2 power plays for the Coyotes, both killed off. We're up by 1. 2 minutes to go in the third. And thank goodness we have... That's not a sound I often make. That's an R2-D2 scream. Clayton Keller with 1 second left ties it at 2. Shots tied at 24, and the score tied at 2 through 40. Nikola is killing me. He has to have a big third period here. Third period in a must-win game. Must-win period. Go out there and win this one. Let's go, boys. Third period action. Get a goal for us quickly here. Okay, power play Starfleet now. Okay, we're hopping in. Oh my. Come on. Down by 1 with about 3 minutes to go. They have 100 offense, wow.
Well, for those of you just joining us, better late than never.
Yeah, we need Lindholm to do something for us. The captain. 3 minutes to go. We'll keep an eye on pulling the goalie. We need better luck this overtime. It's a must-win game. We win... Come on, if we can get this to overtime and or just win this game and get ourselves back in the series 2-1, it's a whole new series. Yeah, we gotta make them shoot. Gotta make them shoot. Okay. Yes. 2:59 to go. Face off win. Need a little sip here. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. And leave, I guess you could leave your predictions. Leave a like. I'm not, I mean, leave a prediction on who's going to tie it. I mean, what are you doing, Perfetti? Schmaltz skating in. In front of Halpern. Oh my goodness. Alright, get it out here. Axel Sandin, Palika. Let's get the first line, first pair out. Perfetti can't get through. I don't know what he's trying there. Yeah, Arizona Arena because of the rights. Exactly. Save there by Mikkola. Hitting the corner. Halpern just picks up the puck. No problem. Kang takes a shot. Mikkola hangs on.
He's been so dialed in all game, playing confidently.
The Coyotes are looking to close things out. They have been dominant all night long.
A lot of goal scorers. They have like, what, 6 or 7 10-plus goal scorers? Wow. Good push there. McIntyre gets the puck off the draw. Here comes Avery. We're going to pull the goalie soon here. If we can get some possession. Gives it away to Drysdale. Koltsov. Neutral zone. Into Starfleet territory. Koltsov stops up. No problem. Sprawling save from Mikkola. Nobody wants to help him. Let's go Starfleet. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. Red alert here.
This last save again, James, because this is about taking it to the next level. When you have this level of competitiveness, athleticism, and desperation.
Panarin, Horvat, Fiala. Defensive zone draw for Bo. Come on, Bo. 90 face-offs, loses the draw. Come on. Fight. Passion. Where's that warrior spirit? Here's Panarin. Warrior spirit! Horvat can't even take a shot. Goalie pulled. Go get the puck. Drysdale. Come on. All right, here's Panarin. Over to Horvat with the empty net. Big Bo. Come on, Bo. Shoot! Keller. Blocked by Sider. Up to Horvat. Come on. Minute 18 to go. Panarin. McIntyre. Just shoot! Minute 10 to go. Kang. White Cloud. Okay. Fiala brings it in. Fiala. One-timer blocked. The sliders are up, yes. Halpern misses, thankfully. Hudson, don't put it in your own net, buddy. Rubric. Come on. Ryan. Kick save. McIntyre on net. Good poke. Need a face-off. Schmaltz. They're tired. Need a face-off. Moser. White Cloud. 34 seconds. Don't poke the skates. Kang. There you go. And what's going on? And we give up. There you go. Nice little slash. And that's the game. And we gotta pull the reverse sweep. That's it. Do that stick, loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey. Rubik not helping his stock. As we watch the end of this one, let me just do my drops a couple minutes early. 20 seconds to go. A few shots there I didn't see because I'm putting my drops in. Face-off win. Could have pulled the goalie again, but just to make it 5-on-5. Thank you. I put my drops in now, so I'll do. That'll be my last one. I'll be in bed before, like next or tomorrow. Next I'll do it tomorrow. Shots end 37-33, and we lose 3-2 to go down 3-0 in this series. Got some good chances there. Keep putting the drops. All right, we gotta reverse sweep the Coyotes now. Sit Mikkola? It's a good question. It's a fair question as well. You know what? Down 3-0, we have nothing to lose. Russell Brindamore. We've been talking about what we're going to do next season with the backup goaltender. Russell Brindamore, if you want to force us to maybe trade Emanen or something, you got to do something now. What did Emanen do in the playoffs? Oh, Emanen is so good. Emanen, it's going to be... You have to get shutouts, 4 straight shutouts here, Brindamore. But if you do it, there you go. Line's got to change again. Rubric is doing okay. Lindholm. McIntyre hasn't scored in a while now. The professor is on summer vacation, as we said. McIntyre is going second line center with Panarin. Valachevic is going first line. No. Emelin's going first line. Bo's going fourth line center. Stenberg's coming up. Does Valachevic come up? He'll give a +2. Move Rube down for that penalty? True, but he does have 8 goals. Then it adds the nationality problems. I want Panarin, McIntyre, and Fiala to be a line. Unless Valachevic comes up. But Emelin's going to get his chance here. He's been clutch before. We need him to be clutch now. Put the old man on fourth. Now, Panarin, he can still do it. Panarin has 19 points in 20 games. I want him getting ice time. He could, in theory, swap with Rubric. But I'm going to keep the lines like this. With Russell Brindamore getting the Game 4 start in Arizona. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. The last time we were eliminated was a 4-game series against Winnipeg last year in the semifinal. So let's not have another sweep come our way. One step at a time. When you say this far and no further, it just means one step at a time now. Svesh ties it at 2. There you go. Game 4 of the 2031 Stanley Cup Final. Gentlemen, we said this far and no further. We've done that in some ways and allowed them to creep back in others. Red alert, level 5 diagnostics on all systems. And let's go to warp 9.9. One step at a time. Let's do it. First period, controller down, power play early, great to have, but it's killed off by the Coyotes. And Logan Cooley scores on the 3rd shot of the night. Okay, sim the period, sim the period. 1-1, Otto Stenberg back on the 3rd line. Okay, we're back in it, we have life. Being outshot 16-9. Russell with the early nerves, but the Coyotes are just that good, I suppose. 1-1 after 20. Second period now. I'm looking at the top 6 especially. We got to break through Harabel. Let's go. Second period, halfway through, still a 1-1 game, no scoring on either side. Ryan Rubric gets his 9th goal and puts us up 2-1 now. 2-1 game with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd period. And of course, another late goal. As Kang scores with a minute left in the 2nd. Shots are 27-17 for the Coyotes. And it's 2-2 after 40. The Coyotes win this period, they win the Stanley Cup. We got to win this period to push this back to 5 in San Fran. Top 50 goal for 3-2. All right, Landon. Let's do it. 3rd period action. Gentlemen, go out there and do it. I've said enough. You know what to do. Do your job. Koltsov makes it 3-2. We're down by 1. Arizona power play. Okay, Valachevic have us back in it. And Cole Hudson ties it. All right, 4-4 game. Power play Coyotes again. What are you doing? We kill it off. 5 minutes to go. Tie game with 3 minutes left. 2 to go. Final minute. McIntyre! And that'll be enough. Avery McIntyre. What a comeback. 3 unanswered goals. From down 4-2 to winning 5-4. This is the Starfleet passion we're looking for. Valachevic, Hudson, and McIntyre win it 5-4. The Professor down on the 2nd line. Summer vacation is over. And the Professor's back in his office. Oh my goodness. Summer break is over. Huge clutch goal. And we have life. If we win the Stanley Cup, it comes back to that goal right there. Better defense data. You can't win without defense. I'm letting the inner slim. Thank you. 1 down, 3 to go. One step at a time. This far and no further. This far and no further. Game 5 back in San Francisco. Home ice advantage. Here we... Can it be we have to... Oh, no! Mikola again! No! Oh, no. That's the problem with the lag. Your comments come sometimes about 10 seconds after you leave them. Alright, for whatever reason, Brindamore tweaked something at the end of the last game, like a wall situation with Samsonov. The better goalie, he tweaked something, he can't play, Mikola's back in. Can it be that I always just be such a headache with the auto-switch goalies? Koltsov and Kang score in the first 5 minutes or so. Fiala on the power play gets us back in it. 2-1 Coyotes after 20. Please don't let this be our undoing. Please don't let this be our undoing. Mikula, you got the wake-up call. Give me a good performance here. Power play Starfleet killed off. Power play Coyote. Valanchevitz, okay. And Braylon! Marcus Braylon! The fellow Latvian! Okay. No, you can't switch a goalie in Sim. We have to go into the game itself and then watch 40 minutes of the game. Okay. Shots are 27-19. We're up by one, excuse me. We're up by one thanks to Marcus Breland. Passion, Landon! Passion! Third period up by one. We need someone in the top 6 to add to it. Power play. Do you not have... No, auto-rotate goalie was turned on still from the regular season carryover. Marcus, the other Latvian, Breland. Final 5 minutes or so in this one. Come on, both in the fourth line role. Final minute, please. Yes. Marcus Breland, game winner. Shots end 40-25. And thank goodness we win 3-2. Mikula, 23 saves. Breland with a game-winning goal. Oh, one at a time. Halfway there. 2 down, 2 to go. We're halfway there. Character and passion. Now here's the big question. Who's the goalie next game? The big question is who is our goalie next game? Mikula showed up, saved what, 24 on 26? Hooked on a Breland. We're still in season, Mikula. Your salesman turned it off for 2 weeks. Sell those cards after. He's still in that mode. Brindamore, 901 save percentage, but that's because in relief he allowed a goal on 3 shots. Excuse me, a goal on 3 shots, whatever else. Brindamore looked okay in that game. Mikula, and he only allowed 2 goals. He was good the rest of the game. It's true. Eileen Mikula stays. Tough. I'm going to go purely by the AGMs in this one. Purely by the AGMs. Leave your vote right now. No, the game adds and removes X factors. Give me an M for Mikula or a B for Brindamore. Leave a vote in the chat. M for Mikula, B for Brindamore. I'll keep count. Bryn, Mikula, Brind, Mikula, Brind, Mikula. Hey, it's 5-5. Yeah, I could change them in theory. Man. Previous game, 3-2 win. No problem, Cameron. For the goalies, it's usually different. Hobbsy M, Chromium M. Mikula has the slight edge. All right, we're going Mikula. He got the slight edge from the AGMs. We're going Mikula. Oh, game 4? Game 4 won. Brindamore won 5-4. Then Mikula won 3-2. So Allowing 2 or allowing 4, right? Mikula got his wake-up call. He got his wake-up call. Now, can he carry us to the end? 2 down, 2 to go. In Arizona, Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. This far and no further. Don't make me read the poem. First period, 1-1. Oh, these early goals. JJ Moser opens it. Then Sider, the chief of security, ties it. 1-1 after 20. Do you ever switch people's stars and factors based on how they are playing? Or do you? I use Emelin on the top line, Vyacheslav! I used to always change it when the game wouldn't add and remove on its own, but now that the game adds and removes on its own, no, I don't. Kang the Conqueror ties it at 2. And then Kang scores twice in less than 2 minutes, and the Coyotes now lead. 3-2 Coyotes at the end of 2. Vyacheslav, what a monster. At the end of 40 minutes, we're outshooting the Coyotes 28-24. And we're down by 1. The final 20 minutes. Are we pushing this series to 7? We will hop in. Are we pushing this series to 7? Or are we out in 6? 2 down, 2 to go, 1 period left to force a game 7. It's anyone's time. Is it time to read the poem? I might wait until we hop into the game. It'll be read. We'll read it though, Dan. We'll read it. Third period action. Don't make me call a timeout for the poem. Power play San Francisco killed off. 10 minutes to go, no scoring. We'll hop in at 5. All right, we're hopping in. We're hopping in. Oh my goodness, it's just under 5 to go. We're getting out the poem. We've been here before reading this poem in a postseason episode, and we're reading it again tonight. Let me just pull it up. All right, everyone, just listen and enjoy. This is the timeout. This is not the this is a TV timeout. TV timeout. The boys come in. GM Data down from the booth. Boys, listen up. Just a hush over the little huddle that we've created. Just close your eyes. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men, near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Game 6, down by 1, Stanley Cup Final. Do not go gentle into that good night. No, it's written by Dylan Thomas. It's my favorite poem. It's if you want, it's my favorite movie, Interstellar. And Dylan Thomas wrote the poem. 5 minutes to go. Leonov, one-timer, huge block right there. That's a huge block. And another big save by Mikula. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's in Interstellar. But the poem from the 1800s, I believe. Or Dylan Thomas, I think, was born in the 1850s. I took a poetry class in CEGEP, or the college equivalent outside of Quebec. Big push there. One tee from the point is blocked. Here comes Rubrick over the blue line. Rubrick broken up. Here's Keller. Now here's Cooley. Logan Cooley. Big save kick. Wow! No! Terrible rebound! terrible rebound given up. Yeah, sorry. Dan's, I'll never... You know, big kick rebound and a big open, way far out of his crease. I'm glad it didn't happen, but it would have been a hilarious reductible if it just hadn't... Yeah, that would have been tough. Dan, I'll never forget the Flyer series when there was actual silence in the chat when you were reading. And there was. That was a great time. That was a great time. 4:30 to go. It's not over yet. 4:30 to go. It's not over yet. Koltsov over the blue line. Over to Cooley. Woo! Big save from Mikkola. Woo! Sliding in the eagle to make the save there. Where's the defense? Man, this is a great Coyotes team, but come on now. Defensive zone draw. Oh, sorry, I gotta put the sliders up. We didn't really have any offensive zone pressure yet, but... here. Put, that everything? Yes. Good. Yeah, the away fans are out there. San Francisco and Arizona not too far off from each other, right? Alright, we have possession behind the net with just above 4 minutes to go. Ramirez across to now here's Emelin with the puck. Emelin, put that on net, big boy. Emelin, shoot! Nice rebound opportunity, but no one picks it up. Koltsov over to Cooley, over the blue line. That shot is blocked by Ludvig Eriksson, who gets up to Lindholm now. Rubrick. Do you enjoy? Yeah, Poe's good, for sure. Edgar Allan Poe is a very... I don't want to say mainstream, because that's not what I just say he's very popular. Like, when you think of poetry or oh! Just no reaction from anyone. When you think of poets, you usually think Edgar Allan Poe. A bit darker than my usual taste, I'd say, but very talented, of course. Yeah, no call there. Good break up there by Panarin. Okay, here's McIntyre. I don't want to pull the goalie just yet. We're getting that point down by 2. Just keeping it in here. Kang. And power play? No! Oh my goodness. What are you doing? It's hard for me to have any enjoyment. Alright, I'm sorry, any fire in me. Okay, 4-on-4! Okay. 2 minutes for slashing there to Danil. Okay, we still have a chance here. We still have a chance here. Shout out to whoever created their account today. I just look. If you heard me sign for a little bit, I was just looking because I was curious. Someone created an account today just to leave a hate comment. Hats off to you, man. To create an account, it said account created May 9th, 2024. To create a hate account just for one comment, one day, kudos. Passion, boys, dig in. 2:54 to go. It's 4-on-4. If we can get a chance, we'll pull the goalie. We're going to go third line there. No, you can't see it. It's filtered. It got filtered out. Only I can see it.
And they take possession off the draw near their own end. San Francisco's in.
Here's Fiala. That's why it's nice to have the chat filters. Sometimes there's a bot or just someone who's being toxic, but oh my goodness, and that's the game. That's the game. Oh, it's okay. There's so much love in here. A hate comment does not bother me at all. With the amount of love that we have in here, nothing can bring me down from that. Except for maybe a Coyotes goal there. Yeah, it was a great season. Not over yet, but it was a great season. And you know what? We lost to a very, very good team. At least there's that. No voodoo, no 76 overall goalie, no 81 overall top line scorer goal per game. No voodoo involved, I would say.
There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on.
The Stanley Cup is in the building, out on display, and when you look at it up close, it is really surreal. And
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to look at it
I hear you, Chromium.
think out of it.
There's a few comments that we laugh at. We definitely laugh at them a lot in the Discord server. You know what? Maybe I can share it in the Discord server. Since you're an Interstellar fan, you would love the movie Inception. Oh yes, of course. I love all Christopher Nolan. Probably should have put the goalie there. My bad.
And they take possession here in the offensive zone, and time to go on the attack. Can hang on to the
We'll do it now, even. Yeah, we'll do it now. Okay, so goalie pulled. Down by 3. Goalie pulled. Sorry, I was sleeping on that one, reading the comments. Pulled goalie. Called timeout. Yeah, and the L comes from a 100% offense team, right? So, there's that as well. Rabble's insane. Kang's insane. To lose the Stanley Cup. And you know what? We were close to getting swept. We had a good effort coming back to... If we lose in 6, I'd much rather that. Offensive zone draw with the goalie pulled. Pushed off. Lovely. JJ Moser skates in and misses the net. Okay. Hudson. Across to Sider. Now here comes Rubrick. Ryan. Ryan in front! Nice redirection, but Rabble makes the save.
puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off.
Big Bo. All right, face-off win from Bo. Hudson. Breland, backhand save. Emlyn the Gremlin. I just started watching the series. Has Starfleet won the Cup before? Or yes, in 2027 we won the Stanley Cup. We actually made 3 consecutive Stanley Cup finals. And there's the internetter. We lost, we won, and then we lost. And he takes a dive after that. There you go. There's the class. We lost, we won, and then we lost. This was our 4th ever Stanley Cup final. So now we'll go loss, win, loss, loss. So we'll lose the Stanley Cup in 6 games in an incredible postseason run. A great series as well, but a very, very good team beat us. And I think there's no problem. Thanks for saying so. Thanks for being here to join in on the fun. Appreciate you. Oh, glove save. Appreciate you, my friend. Big glove save. But there's no shame in losing to such a high caliber non-voodoo team. Nice giveaway. That's our 10 seconds of power play are spent pinned in our own zone. Hey, another goal for Keller. Hat trick. As Brindamore let that one in. Wow. We come in down by... Was it down by 1? Were we down by 1 or down by 2? And now it's 7-2. Down by 5. Man, what a joke. Short-handed goal. Our 10 seconds of power play, we give up a short-handed goal. What a real joke. Just give him another. Sheesh. Yeah, the Stanley Cup banner being raised was like NHL, what? 05? Minute to go. Let's get Color another one. There you go. We are just water. Pure Swiss cheese. 4th line's coming out. This is the best team we've ever been up against in simulation, I think. They simulate so well. Their goalie, their scorers, their defense, for the most part. Does Mikkola leave, and then we have Brindamore and Imonen? That'll be tough. He won the Vezina a couple of years ago, and he might win this season as well. There you go. Got another one, guys. Longest 30 seconds. Let's just get out of here. 7-2. Is Rubric gone? I don't know. 9 goals in the postseason? We'll think about the offseason at the end of this episode just a little bit. Then you can get your thoughts in the comments or down in the Discord server. That's it. But they only finished 10th in the season. In Sim, they were so good. We had a really tough time playing against them. Actually, I want to see the handshakes a little bit and the Conn Smythe and all that. The Coyotes finally get their cup after all the pain. Rangers are going to take that series then. That's unfortunate for the Canes. Cooley wins the Conn Smythe, 24 points from him. Too bad Lindholm couldn't get considerations. So we were 14 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 14 and 9. We were 14 and 9 this postseason. I truly have nothing against Lindholm. I just want the professor to make captain. Yeah. And Schmaltz, captain. And Big Gary in Arizona. With Gary with tears in his eyes as the Schmaltz raises the cup in Arizona. Shots end 44-41. And we lose Game 6. As the Coyotes win the Stanley Cup. We almost had a great comeback. It was good. Let this loss fuel the fire of the offseason. Yep. So we're over 3 hours now. I want to wrap it up as efficiently as possible. We'll do another 5-10 minutes. Just look at the draft quickly and think about extensions and all that. Let's try and finish this one off. So let's see. The Oilers fired their head coach as we sim towards the draft. Coyotes win the Stanley Cup, and Syracuse wins the Calder Cup. So we lost to the Stanley Cup winner and the Calder Cup winner. It was a fun run. Now, did we get any trophies here? Right, it's not like it was a sub-40 win team with a 60 overall backup. Here's the final bracket, by the way. The 10th seed Coyotes win the Cup. Record book 2. Thank you, Mighty Joe. We'll do that as well. Awards in this one. Let's see. Coyotes win the Cup. We win our second President's Trophy and our second in 3 years. The last 5 years have been just Avalanche and Starfleet. Individual awards. Will Smith wins the Art Ross down there in San Jose. Hart as well. Makar, 4th time in 5 years for the Norris. Lady Byng to Jack Hughes. Balachevich gets the Calder Memorial Trophy. Our first time doing that since Avery McIntyre in his rookie season. Conn Smythe to Logan Cooley. Vezina to Mikkola, his second in 3 years. Nice. So there you go. Trade value is going to go higher for Juha Mikkola. The Jennings as well to Mikkola and Brindamore. Masterton to Owen Pickering, Sharks legend. Jack Adams to the coach of the Kraken. Shishkanov wins the Selke, breaking Barkov's streak. Will Smith to Ted Lindsay. And Ernest Antonio the Maurice Richard. In the AHL, Skylar Lucic wins the equivalent of the Art Ross and the MVP Hart. So the Art Ross and the Hart going to Skylar Lucic, as well as the Rocket Richard. What a year for Skylar Lucic. Scarabelli wins the equivalent of the Calder. Imonen wins the equivalent of the Vezina. Lucic the equivalent again of the Masterton, I guess? Or just it's to dedication and determination and all that. And Imonen the equivalent of the Jennings. So Imonen and Lucic clean up the awards in the AHL. We got to give a chance to Lucic in the NHL next season. Yeah, even if he's a low overall, you got to think... okay, and the record book. I haven't seen it in a little while. Starfleet. Okay, so through our 8 seasons, our all-time leader in games played is Alex Romanov at 646. All-time points, Lindholm at 683. Seasons, Lindholm and Romanov tied 8 each. All-time assists, Lindholm at 474. All-time goals now to McIntyre at 327. And the goaltending records now belong to Mikola, as he's passed, I think Kosa held most of them before. Most shutouts at 10 and most wins at 118. That's career records. Single season records. Any new ones this year? Busenyas with 90 penalty minutes. New franchise record there. Sure, we can look at that momentarily. Rookie records, none, but it would have been penalty minutes for Mikola too, or not for Busenyas. And single game, 46 saves for Russell Brindamore. New franchise record for most saves in a game. Huh. Okay. So, contracts coming up here at the draft. All expiring. So, Cole, now has low franchise potential. Cole Hudson's going to want a lot of money, so we'll just qualify him and get him for cheaper later. Lindholm right now wants 8.6, but I'm anticipating it'll go down a little bit. So if that's like 8 million, that brings us down to like 25 million to spend. Bo Horvat, I don't think he comes back. As fun as it would be, I don't think he comes back. Jalen Ramirez definitely is back. Again, we'll qualify and we'll figure out a cheaper contract. But let's say Hudson is whatever. Hudson might be 10. Ramirez might be 6. Lindholm might be 8. That gets us to 24 million. That leaves us with like 9 million to play with. If Panarin does not retire, does he come back? If we have 9 million to play with, Sandin Pellikka wants to play top 4 minutes and get paid 6 million. Romanov, I'd want to bring him back. It's going to be tough. Svozil. A lot of young players too. Skylar Legion. There's Stanislav Nabokov, who we spoke about earlier. Goaltenders, Mikola. So Brindamore needs a contract, and he wants 6 million. I doubt he wants that much by the time the draft comes around. Maybe let's wait till the draft to make decisions here. But yeah, let's advance the draft. Let's see if Panarin retires, and we can get a better idea of who's going where. Is Panarin retiring after another Stanley Cup final? Columbus jumps from 3 to 2 in the draft lottery. Yeah, I don't know if I'd worry about it that much, Hobbsy. Want and don't want extensions don't always mean a ton. Is Artemi Panarin calling it a career? Yes, he is. And Ovechkin does as well. Artemi Panarin and even Bo Horvat. Artemi Panarin, thank you for your service. Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee, you would think. Coming in as a 2-year veteran, ends up spending 5 years in San Francisco, winning a Stanley Cup, a Conn Smythe Trophy. What a career for him, scoring 1,369 points in 1,246 games. No problem, doggy. Actually, message me your question or questions or just general whatever. Send me a message as a reminder. In the postseason, a monster point per game plus. 35 plus 20, 55, 59, 66, 76, 70, 81, to 103 postseason points. 103 points in 5 postseasons with Starfleet. Crazy. The 2 young players, where are they at the training the Packers? Lysell. We'll see them in a second. Panarin, thank you for everything. 482 goals, 887 assists. Shout out to Ovi, who retires with 1,146 goals and 2,102 points at 45 years of age. Shout out to him. And Bo Horvat only spent a little bit of time with us, but I'm glad we could get top 50 into a franchise mode, ending his career here in San Francisco. Who else retired here this season? Anyone else that we have ties to? Yeah, Mikola playoff stats. We'll get to that. Esa Lindell we had for a little bit. He retires at 999 games played. Looking at the goalies here. Thank you, doggy. Goalies, no one retiring there, really. Sandstrom retires down there with Arizona getting a cup. Jack Campbell calls it a career. Okay. Advancing forward, Ovechkin is now a coach, and so is Bo Horvat. So if we can get Ovi and or Bo onto the coaching staff, that would be great. As we have Crosby and Ryan Suter. So answer some questions. Yeah, Panarin and Bo being gone, answer some questions. Scott Setaguchi retires. That opens a spot for Bo or Ovi in the coaching staff. Same for Sleeger in the NHL. So a couple coaches retired. Perfect timing. Draft interviews. Let's do a couple of those for the later players. Ooh, a Belarusian first overall going. We could target Bo for the ties. Yeah, we could. Corazzini. We know nothing about him. Our scouts didn't look at him at all. Troy Corazzini. I'd love to know a little bit about him. Ovi. I wouldn't mind getting both. Let's see. Skills. Strengths. Let's just get this done quick. It's so laborious. Playstyle. Playstyle. Moon's full, RJ. See you in the morning. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, RJ. Forever. 4 years away, so it's not like he's going to be one of those higher ranked goalies who's ready out of the draft or within 2 years. Yes, they're made up at this point. Let's scroll down to closer to the 30s. Maybe you want to know about this guy? Malachi Homer. Good nationality. What do I think about the nationalities? Michael Adamski. Turn out some top 50 talent. Let's hope. Let's look at Malachi. And we probably only have top 6D, actually. Pispinen. 1 year away. Okay, I wouldn't mind knowing more about him. Yeah, we could always trade up a little bit. Let's get this guy scouted. Yeah, the potential's too rough. We did Khalil Funk last year as the fun nationality pick. Hey, I asked him the same question twice. And of course that uses up one of my questions. Of course it does. Oh my goodness, I hate you, game. That told us nothing. Thanks. Only a few minutes left in the stream here, doggy. Antoine Richard, 3 years away. Omen, 4 years away. Find someone later. This guy, unknown, Cunningham. When do we pick? Around... Oh, we had Holt. Neil Holt, the French goalie. That'll be interesting. No issues. Jean Bouillon. We have Maxime Bouillon in the Canucks series. Harold McGrath. Interesting name. Corlock. 3 years away for Corlock. Wilkinson, 3 years away. 3 years away. Roger Roldings seems interesting. 17 years old as well. That's interesting. Okay, let's interview him. Roger Roldings. Playstyle. Readiness. New topic. If we trade Mikkola. I don't know, though. I'm not sold on trading Mikkola. Coming off of a Vezina. How many years away is Ramsey? I'll check. Hey, let's go all the way back to the bottom now. Ramsey, Chef Ramsey. Chef Ramsey. Oh, I didn't even look at this. Casey Ramsey. I didn't even look at this. He's 5 years away. Medium League gem. All right, so that's the draft interviews. No problem. Discord dissertation from Dice. Let's make sure we end off everything here. Okay, so here at the draft, progress reports quickly, just to get a quick recap on who's where. For the season that was, Mikkola up to a 90 overall. Lindholm 89, Fiala 87, good. Valachevitz at an 86. Stenberg down to an 82 with top 9 potential. Come on. Emelin up to an 81. That's amazing news. Romanov down to an 82. The Vez doesn't mean much after giving up almost 30 goals. Well, actually, you want to see his stats, eh? Actually, no, we can't see it from the screen. We can't see it from the screen. Rubric at an 86. Okay. In the system, who had major growth? Lombardi, Reginald Lombardi. Kimo Ilanin, Stortini, Fistrick, Fedorov. Sorry, that's not sorting by anything. UPL, Typalos, Sokola by 77. Zherdev's at a 75, medium league goalie. Jalen Wall, 75. Ilanin, Nestorov. That's good. Playoff stats, we saw the playoff stats. Didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't see the playoff stats at the end. That's true. We didn't look at that. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes I forget to do that after elimination. All right, so Elias Lindholm, the captain, led with 26 points in 23 games. Did he lead the league in playoff points? Yes, he did. Elias Lindholm led the league in playoff points. Avery McIntyre, 11 goals, 20 points. Hudson, 19, -2. Velachevitz, 15 points. Emelin, 13. What a tank, but -6. That hurt. 2-game winning goals. Perfetti's 13. He's slowed down so much. I'm really not happy with Perfetti. Stenberg 13, Rubric 12, Ramirez 12, Sider 12, Fiala 11, Pelika 8, Fanaseev 5, Eriksson 5, Romanov 4, Breland 3 points, -4, Busanias 2 points, +2 in 15 games. In the end, Mikkola had a 13, 7, and 2 record, 2 shutouts, 909 save percentage, and 2.99 goals against average. Playoff stats historically look like this. No, it doesn't. That's true. So Panarin and Bo, it wouldn't show. That's too bad. Sorry about that. We'll look at the draft board in a moment as well. But he has Vezinas here. I don't know. Mikkola, he's a consistent goaltender. Brindamore, really he's 1 and 2. That one loss where he made 4 saves didn't count. 1 and 2, we'll call it. 894, 3.65 goals against. Ugly. Good night, Data. Thanks. Good night, Data. Good night, RJ. Thanks for being here. I saw it said good night, Data, so I just read it. Good night, RJ. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate you enjoying the stream. So there are the points for the 2031 postseason. Looking at the contracts now. So, all expiring at this point. What do they want as of now? Cole Hudson, we would have 33 million to play with. So Cole Hudson still wants a ton. We'll figure him out. Elias Lindholm wants 8.5. We can figure him out. 85% into the 7s. We could figure him out. It would be a pay cut, actually, from what he's getting right now. Jalen Ramirez, we'll figure him out as an RFA. Axel Sandin Pelika probably has to be traded at this point. Arguably Mikkola's best postseason. Only melted down against Arizona. Defense was a big part of that, and Arizona's a great team as well. I don't know. He was great in the first few rounds, Cameron. I hear what you're saying, though. So Axel Sandin Pelika's rights probably get traded. Romanov, it's a bit expensive. So, for example, let's just start calculating this. If we say, we're still here, Mila. If we say Hudson around 10 million. Lindholm wants... Yeah, we're going to wait for the re-sign phase. But just as if it doesn't change, Lindholm probably wants about 7.5. Plus 10 from Hudson. Plus probably 6 for Ramirez. Plus maybe 4.8 for Romanov. Breland's going to want a couple. Yeah, we're at 30 million. It's going to be very tight. I'll check in there, Mila. It's okay. I love you, Mila. It's all right. I say that before I read what happened. I might change what I said. So it's going to be tight. Yeah, Bo's retired now. Bo and Panarin both retired. So it would be tight, but it's doable. Unsigned players. Not sure if any of these guys would make the AHL. Yeah, all these. Yeah, the UFAs would definitely be in the AHL next season. Goalies Huberdeau, Brule. Because really, for our goaltenders, does UPL stay? Because Imanin wants to get called up. So Zherdev, with his medium league potential, he's starting in the AHL. So Zherdev starts. Huberdeau backs up. That's a guarantee next year. Zherdev and Huberdeau is the 1 and 2 in the AHL next year. Imanin comes up. Does UPL have to walk then? Or can we keep him as third goalie? Oh yeah, we have a defense. We have Ludwig Eriksson as our defensive defenseman. Yeah, Romanov might be wanting too much as well. What does Brindamore want? Yeah, Brindamore, he wants too much. He priced himself out. So Brindamore, Sandin Pelika, and maybe even Romanov out. Imanen becomes our NHL backup. That actually works out. Brindamore wanting so much works out. Because we weren't going to pay him that much. Go be a starter somewhere else, buddy. Ooh, laptop's about to die. Let me close that there. Okay. So that's the contract situation. Pending free agents. Yeah, trade Brendy might be what happens. Mikula, Brindamore, and Imanen could be a three-headed monster. I don't know, though, because Imanen with medium elite potential, he needs to get playing time. I don't think, especially if Brindamore wants $6 million, even if we qualify and wait, I don't want to pay $4 million or whatever, 3.5, to have him as just part of a three-headed monster. I'd rather have UPL be part of the three-headed monster. So potential UFAs in this draft. Potential UFAs sorting by overall. Bratt, Thompson, Clark, Barkov, big names out here. Would any fit in our lineup? Tough question. We'll look at our lineup in a second. There are some forwards who are available. Looking at defense. Here's some of the names who might be out there. Yeah, $4 million for a backup is going to be very steep. And goalies. Trey Augustine would be out there potentially. So what kind of what are we targeting positionally? What are we positionally targeting? Well, forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Bucenius maybe. But yeah, the Panarin era is over. Things will change. That would be 11, maybe 12. No, I think he was a UFA, Levshinov. Then 12 could be a Skylar Lucic. So maybe we don't need any forwards then. But if we need a defenseman by moving out Sandin Pelika and maybe even Romanov, yeah, I could see us needing a defenseman. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. But we can need a whole new third pair potentially. Because in the system, maybe Typalis comes up. Maybe even Odell comes up. Defensive defenseman, Tomi Typalis. And Sheldon Odell, also defensive defenseman, 6th round pick. Maybe one or both of those two come up, but I'd say we're probably targeting a third pair defenseman. All right, so there are the thoughts on that. Just wrap it up. Now the draft thoughts to finish us off. Oh my goodness, I said draft board. I said draft board. Draft board. There we go. Draft board. So we pick at 32 with our selection. Then we don't pick in the third. So we have first, third, 3/4, 5th, 2 6ths. So picking at 31 won't be anything too crazy. We could move. We'll have some value to trade up. But here's how the draft looks. I don't want to always trade up into the top 5, but I wouldn't mind trading for a guy who interests us. Like a Norm Sylvester from Hungary. You know, like a guy like that for the nationalities. A shooting already. As a sniper, Norm Sylvester interests me. 17-year-old who's 3 years away. Pispinen, we said, could be interesting. 1 year away. Ferguson, Willie Ferguson, 2 years away. The nationality as well. Vladimir Shirokov, another Estonian. Matthias Dvorak. Frederick Gustafsson. Lots of 3 years away guys. Dave Peacock, 3-bar medium elite. Neil Holt, the French goaltender. McGrath. No, sorry. Casey Ramsey, the medium elite goaltender, 5 years away. Eric Comiskey, 3 years away. Jacob Karpovtsev, 3 years away. Low top 6 gem. Low top 6 Russell Fenton, 4 years away. All right. Sorting just by potential. Not a lot of gems to find, unfortunately. A lot of 2-bar guys. The scouts has always let us down. Okay. So there's just a few things to keep in mind for the draft. I scroll a bit more. Low top sixes could be interesting here. These late low top sixes like Siemens could be good for, I forget, it's Poland, right? No, it's not Poland. It's Austria. Austria. Sorry, I missed a comment here. I wasn't reading. Oh, I closed it. Sorry. Hey, I gotta pull it up on my phone. Okay. But it won't show me the old chat. I think if you left a comment that was asking me something, I missed it. Oh no, here it is. We got 2 draftees in the AHL. Can put on a 4th line with retirements. Might want to look at a wing and a center for the future. In terms of draft capital, yes, I see that, Cameron. Data marathon this Thursday. You gotta love it. Yeah, this was a big one. This was a big one, gang. At how long did we do? About 3.5 hours. Whew. Hey, if you guys are gonna be paying for it, I'll be happy to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap it there. Thank you as always for the very generous donations. Thank you for helping to fund the channel and fund me and help me to do this more often. If we do it enough, I can, you're funding a week of my paycheck. I can take some more days off maybe, and get on the other content that you guys are asking to see. So thank you as you continue to support me and the channel, the house, the wedding, all the things coming up in my life. It's very much appreciated. But first and foremost, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with us. 3.5 hours. It was a big postseason run. Unfortunately, it doesn't end with the cup, but it was a great time, and we lost to a worthy opponent. Now, moving into the 2031 draft and off season, live next Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern on May 16th. We'll look forward to the draft and some potential trades for sure as well. Big love, doggy. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, everybody. Big love to everyone. I'll end it off there because I pretty much already said what I need to say. Extensions, draft, free agency, who's getting the call up, who's playing where. Those are the major questions. A full 9 to 5 stream with a lunch break. One of these days. One of these days. Maybe a 30-hour stream to break Gretzky's point record on Be a Pro. No, I shouldn't even say that. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. Again, leave a like if you haven't already and subscribe if you haven't already to be made aware of all of our uploads here on the channel. We're live every Tuesday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We just did the Macklin Celebrini Sharks sim, so if you want to check out that. Check out our older franchise mode playlist series as well. The Kraken, the Sharks, the Penguins, so many other ones. Dan, Chromium, Cameron, thanks everybody for being here. Mr. Connoisseur as well. Much love to you and the fiance. And we'll call it there. Thanks, everybody. Have a great end to your week. Much love for the weekend. Get some activity going. Get outside. Breathe some fresh air. Go do something that you enjoy. And we'll talk soon. See you in the Discord. And we'll see you for the Canucks. Latest by Monday, I would think, for the Canucks. Good night, everybody. Oh, and live long and prosper.